Yo, what up, chat? How's it going, guys? How's it going? Yep, it is Saturday night slash Sunday morning. It is 1:03 a.m. Running a little bit late today. I know. All the deposits are on since I'm running so late.
I really wish
You okay, bro? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Just had to take care of some IRL stuffs, but I was a little nervous I wasn't going to be able to stream, but here I am, and it was able to work out. I'm here, ready to play some video games. Let me see what else we got here. Oh, remember the game that we watched the trailer of yesterday that looks like it was inspired by Noita, has a lot of similarities to Noita. One of the devs from that game joined our Discord. Happened to be like a day before we talked about their game. Tom was the one that linked us the video, and then they actually posted in our Discord yesterday talking about thanking the community for stopping by, and just a little details about the project, stuff like that. Pretty exciting stuff. That's awesome. Hopefully that's a source for motivation / drive. Yeah, so I wasn't sure how heavily in production those guys were, like in how heavy into working on the game, but apparently they have two of the members of their team are full-time on that project. So I was like glad to hear that. It's like, oh, okay, so this is like this project is a real deal. These guys are putting their lives aside, just grinding on making this game happen. So who knows, man? Who knows? After Noita, top 3 single player games. I'd have to think on it for a little while to see like the order, but I say like Binding of Isaac has to go there. Factorio has to go there.
Moin.
That last spot is like a battle. There's a lot of games. RimWorld. So the tricky part is, so RimWorld is definitely close. Oxygen Not Included, I do consider Oxygen Not Included slightly below RimWorld, so RimWorld's closer than that. They said single player game. They said favorite single player game. Dota can't count. Not Doki Doki. Terraria somewhere around Oxygen Not Included. Where's Pokemon? Pokemon's a tricky one. Pokemon for me is like... So Pokemon would probably make my top 3, except for the fact that I understand that like if I'm giving the list to random people, I want them to like, hey, these games are worth checking out. Pokemon has this strong pull because of my nostalgia for it. Like it wasn't just about, hey, this one game. It was about like the game, the show, the cards. There was like this whole Pokemon culture kind of going on. I mean, there still is a culture, but back whenever I was into it as a kid, playing Red and Blue, and that's like kind of a special thing to be a part of. Like whenever Pokemon Go first came out, that was another moment for Pokemon is one of those few games that has that level of pull that can kind of make like this whole gaming culture thing happen.
Weird one.
I made this an hour ago and had to change the time. Hopefully you don't get mad at me for making this. What the fuck? Okay, hold up now. There's so many layers here. Cashews, respect. Wait, what is that supposed to be exactly? Texas Pride. It's a stack of papers. That just is that the DunkBot code? Possibly. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why there's a sweatling in a jar. I don't know if I want to know why there's a sweatling in a jar. We don't talk about that. Okay, I actually do have those are actually the exact figures that Shortman sent me. He did his research. This part ridiculous. Why does the YouTube community is not neglected. Some Dunk VODs has been creating content at least weekly for those guys. They have been eating good. That's the JSON database. Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. This is not lore accurate. Yes, we are. That's why I came here. What? This is the stack of papers. What? They're all child support members. Okay. All right. And also, let's focus on. Hold on. Oh, there's something else here down here. I want you guys. I see what you're doing here with this. I see what you're doing there. That is my second place trophy in the speedrunning category. But keep in mind, second place doesn't really mean second place. It means like the last known submission, right? So for example, if a person has the fastest Noita run ever in history, but hasn't submitted it yet, is it not? Are they still not the fastest Noita runner in history? You know what I mean? They are not. Are they not the fastest speedrunner? They are the fastest speedrunner. Others just don't know it yet. That's all.
Nope.
That's not. No, that's not Cope Vialet. That's. I'm explaining how life works. You have to submit it. You have to submit it for it to be official. You don't have to submit it for it to not be true. If a run happens off stream and nobody watches it, did it really happen? The difference is the person who did the run obviously saw it. It's not a tree in the forest scenario, damn it. Very different. Any particular plan for Noita today? Nothing 100% decided. So if you have any ideas, feel free to throw it out there. You know me, I'm always interested. Is it finally time for the Noita stripping run? Never. Never, you degenerates. Should do a fish quest, make the music wand combo thing, and drown the Master of Masters. I feel like we did that pretty recent though, Demon. Like it was literally maybe, it's been within the last month, I feel like. I am down for some random starts. I was thinking about it yesterday, I didn't do it. Maybe today's the day. Wait, WUOTE, is the announcement mod, do I just, if I use it, is it like a couple minutes thing? Or are we talking like, sometimes you guys say like, oh, check out this mod. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can check it out in like 5-10 minutes or whatever. And sometimes you're like, check out this mod and it's like a 7-hour thing. It's like, all right, that's 1 minute. All right, so then yeah, we're definitely gonna check it out to see what the hell WUOTE memed up about. We can check this out. Run idea, have ChatGPT randomly select 3 colors. You can't use spells that are primarily either of those colors. Problem is like the chat argue. We've actually done some of those before, and I don't know. I mean, chat last time was saying it was because of my color blindness, which I do have. I am colorblind, but like it doesn't mean I can't see color. I just have issues with some of them. But the semantics arguments on stuff like the greens and the blues was hell. Because I'd be like, all right, this one's okay. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? That's like a very light off, you know, slightly different blue, but it's still blue. And I'd be like, that's green. And then it was a nightmare, actually. I have a spreadsheet with what color spells are. Wait, you have a spreadsheet with the color of spells. Wait, why do you have that, Vial? Did you make it? Chat, you can trust this man. He thinks the sheet is blue. Chat, what color is this behind me? The shield protecting your guys' eyes from the unknown. What color is this? See, there's a blue, gray, clearly gray. All right, blue, baby blue. Okay, so I wanted to word it in such a way that was you guys couldn't tell, because in the past, if I ever word it, this is blue, right? All of you are like, no. But if I say, what color is this? Some of you will say blue. The correct answer, yes, it is blue. But chat always, yeah, there you go, Mind's Eye. I played him, Mind's Eye. I played him. Chat, you have betrayed the memes. I knew it. No, it is blue. You guys were just fucking going against the opposite of whatever I was saying before. Now, if I just let you say what color it is, yes, it is blue. I don't know why the chat always spams gray. Back in the day, it was gray. It's always been blue, damn it. Let me see why Vialet said she had the for color-coded runs. That's her. Oh, wait. I wonder if she made it herself. I don't know. You want the link? I mean, I mean, I'm interested. I was just curious why you had it in the first place. That's why I mean, it seems like it would be a lot of work, actually. You went hardcore. Let's see how hard she went on this list. I don't know if the URL is safe to see, so for now I'll hide it. She actually did go hardcore, though. She was not joking around. Red, purple, blue, green, gold. Wait, by splitting it into these color groupings, you now get every possible like thing. There's the most of blue. Blue's the most common for like perks, spells, material. Dark mode makes it look awful. Oh, does it? Let me see. Hold up. Anybody got any sunglasses? This is where I get my redness from. It's the tan from looking at this fucking spreadsheet. my eyes. My eyes. Help. Help. Whew. That's bright. That's pretty cool though. It seems like it took a lot of effort to make that. Snowflake says I was asleep. I feel like your phone's sitting there and the whole room just fucking glows. Wow. Run idea, Pyromancer run. Only use fire-based spells. Firebolt, Fire Trail, Lava, etc. No water or slime for extinguishing. And need to rely on fire immunity or clever dodging. What? Can't even extinguish it? This just sounds like torture, Omni. Pure torture. Alright, so this is the right one. 3 subscribers. Okay. I'll shout out the supporters I skipped in 1 second, but this was a mod that WUOTE made that apparently I should check out. It's like 1 minute long, and it just says it had to be done. And then, hold up, what is this? Ancient Scroll of Pastas. What? This is supposed to be the end. This is what the fuck? Oh, is this an ad? Are we just getting hit with ads? First we get a McDonald's ad, and now we get, what is this? Bartender.runfast.stream? Hold on. Oh wait, I remember something about this. What is this page? Is it new? Do you like it? I want a quicker, easier way to finding material reactions and using the wiki's table of alchemical reactions. There wasn't any, so I built one. After that, I've started working on adding more, hopefully useful features. Check out what's probably coming in the future. Reactions Finder. So wait. Everything in the world of Noita is made of materials, even the visual effects. There are 466 materials total. Each material is described by 1 to 10 tags out of 77 unique tags. And then it gives you a reactions finder. So, like, let's see. If we type in water, there's different. So water, and then lava. And then it tells you lava plus water, it will make rock and steam. Ah, okay. So wait, lava plus urine. Lava plus urine will make fool's gold and steam. Okay. Let me think. What's a more complex one? Oh, I know. Lava and whiskey. Okay, these are all, yeah, these are all the possible ones. Yeah, this makes sense. This is pretty nice. Pretty slick. And then, yeah, if you want to do it in reverse, how do you do it in reverse? If you do on the product side, so if we go over here and we're looking to make spark green. Spark green. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Well, you don't want spark green to also be in the ingredients. Whiskey. Okay, hold on. So that's all. These are all spark green. This one has spark green in it. This one, whiskey and lava. So that one we do know. Meat. Oh no, and spark green. So yeah, literally the only one is the lava and whiskey. Yeah. Frog meat and whiskey. Let's see. Well, actually, is it even called frog meat? If I type in frog, yeah, frog meat, and then no, whiskey. Oh, it's berserkium and frog meat? It makes more frog meat? I guess? Yeah, actually, this one is, I think, is somewhat commonly used. People use this, that do the bridge boss stuff. Seems really familiar. Somebody said that they make their berserkium. The first zone, you can almost always get berserkium because whiskey's very common and frogs are also pretty common. Then you use the berserkium to cheese the bridge boss. It just means it doesn't get rid of the frog meat. So you just can continue to use it to make more and more berserkium. That's actually pretty cool. So if we ever have any material questions, we can just DM WUOTE and he can look it up here. Yeah, exactly, Garlic, exactly. But yes, this is supposed to be for anybody to use. I mean, obviously Garlic's goofing around. But yeah, so bartender.runfast.stream. Pretty darn helpful. I should probably link this. I should probably add a command for this. Thank you. Your turn now. Yes, let's get to the gaming. It is my turn now to actually do something on stream. So let's play some video games. In fact, I feel like we've done a lot of TI. Maybe we put, if we have any TI, maybe we do it at the end of stream today since we've been doing it at the beginning or like early in the stream for the last like week. Power words? Power words is so rough, man. Not a power hour. We can't do speed run, right? There's no way we can lock in for a speed run. Random start. Let's do a random start. But here's how we'll do a random start. The random start is I will start in a random spot in the world of Noita. We have already removed the places that are too easy or too difficult of wins. Hold up. You remove the too difficult ones. Too difficult isn't the right way to describe it. Actually, some of them are impossible. What? It's fucking stupid. All right. So, for example, it could start you right here. Literally, starting wand. Literally, basic starting wand, starting, regular damage wand and digging wand, and you would load in right here. It's impossible. There is actually no way that you can make it out of here that I've ever seen or heard of or anything to actually get into the regular world. Just can't be done. So obviously we tried to remove places like that. Well, that would actually, I think it's technically can still happen. But yeah, so that's what I mean by ones got removed. It's not like, oh, starting here would be really hard, so let's remove it. No, I can still start literally here. My character could start there on the entire run. If you want to see the full list, it's right here. If it says disabled, it means it's not allowed. If it says enabled, it's still allowed. So the reason Barren Temple, I'm not going to go through everything, but just an example. The reason Barren Temple is disabled is because the Barren Temple is one of these sky islands. So it's actually very easy to start. Let's say you started right here. You would literally start the run right here, break out of the box, drop down to the ground, and you would just be like, oh, the run just started. It would just be a basic ass start. That's the same reason for the Cloudscape, because Cloudscape, if I start just right here on the edge, it literally just means jump off.
Would you ever be down for a daily run where you have to actually try to do such an insane challenge, knowing it will take many attempts? Theory crafting with chat might be fun.
I mean, it depends. The problem is, Noita runs that are like really insane usually mean like you have to get to the deep late game. So if it takes many attempts, if we want to do it in one stream, that usually it just ends up becoming like event stuff, What's up, TTV? Can I suggest some mods to try for this run? True random loadouts, random start, enemies got perks, Friday the 13th, more TNT, and sentient propane. I don't know about this one. I don't know. But anyways, that's why the Cloudscape is not on the list, because you can just jump off the edge, you land on the surface, and boom, it's just a regular ass start. So the chat considered it too easy. Don't think that I removed it. It means because I thought I wanted to remove it. Usually a lot of the time it was chat wanted to remove it. Same goes for mines. That's just the collapse mines. This is just too easy a start. Some of them, a lot of them are deemed too easy.
I'm in need of your strongest gold.
So let me explain the bet and then the veto.
He is drawn.
Chat, I get on this one. We're gonna do one bet. I don't know how long the run will last. The goal is to get a win. Random start loadout. All I got to do is win. I don't need to do any orb collecting, none of that. Just get a win from a random start. I will allow chat one veto.
See this guy right now. He is drawn.
One veto. That means that, like, if chat says nope, I don't like this starting spot, they can re-roll into a new run. And then if chat does like the starting spot, I'm allowed one veto as well. That's the deal.
This is why I stick to watching some dunk VODs.
Shut your mouth, so guard. God damn it. So I'm allowed one veto. You guys are allowed one veto. We'll do it on a 1 minute poll for you guys. I'm also going to say show current position. I'm going to turn that off so that you guys don't know where I'm at in the world whenever, in case you're using that website. You won't be able to track me as well. So let me open the bets. The bets are going to be open for 1 minute. Hold up. Noita, random start run. No, streamer wants we just turn off the location tracker. Get your bets in, exclamation mark yes if you think no matter where I start in the world I'll get a win, exclamation mark no if you think where I'll start I'll get a lose. Remember chat, you get one veto. I'll do the vote right at the start of the run. Like in the first 5 seconds of the run, I'll pause and I'll do a 1 minute poll if you guys want to keep the run or do it. You get one do-over, meaning if you guys choose to veto, I may get into a different spot that you guys are even more unhappy with. So be very careful about the do-over. All right, bets are officially closing. Let's get ready for the very first load up. So apply, make sure there wasn't nothing changed. Got that. Everybody's in? All right, bets are officially closed. Here it is, chat. What's it gonna be? Random start. It is retro 2D. I wouldn't really. The Temple of the Arts. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's see if you guys are wanting to keep it. Here's a quick look. It's the Temple of the Art. You don't know where the Temple of the Art is? If you have a tiny brain, this is the Temple of the Art. Now, let me explain something real fast. Some of you guys out there may be thinking, oh yeah, I do not want to veto this. Veto means like, do over. You guys want to get a different run, meaning I have to hit new game again. So if you choose to have me reset, it means I can get sent to another part of the world potentially, or the same spot. It'll just be another like new game. But if you say no to keep the run, we don't know. I could be right here, literally bust out of the box, jump into the portal, and then I'll be on the final boss. Now, yes, I would have to fight the final boss with the starting wand, but it's me we're talking about. I mean, final boss starting wand, that's easy mode. That's baby shit. But let's let you guys decide. You guys make the final decision. Do you want to reset? Chat, you decide. If you say yes, we hit new game. You only are allowed one reset. No means stay where I'm at, and let's go. Honestly, let's see. Lasiah says, I do think this is a baby seed for just winning. That is bait. Do not veto. Keep. No, I'm simply explaining. Show us the starting flask. Hold on, let me. Chaotic Poly. Chaotic Poly. I could morph into an acid spitter, kill the boss, no problem.
Beat the boss with only your starter wands. Show us your god gamer skills.
I've done it before, many years ago. Many years ago. Can you show us your last death? We don't talk about it. I'm somewhere in this zone here. I'm somewhere here. Unless... No, I think if it spawns me here, I think it still says the tower whenever you spawn into here. Should say the tower. All right, let's close the poll. So wait, what was it? 26 believers trying to save their streaks. Oh wait, was it really that low? 27. Okay. 157 said no, they do not want to reset. 57 said yes, they do. We're locked in. I'm going to keep it. I remember I get a veto as well. And you know what? I'm keeping it. Sit back and watch the master at work. Okay, here we go. So we got to deal with this guy. The reason I'm kind of entertaining this guy and fighting him is because I would like to get the gold from him, because then I can get a single reroll, I think, if I do it right. I gotta move. Oh, shit! Okay, I gotta move. There's no... Oh, shit, I'm at the top. Chef, stop being a pain! The good news is we got the crystal start. Oh my god. I really wish I would have gotten that, that kill.
Losable.
The what? Oh! Alright, missing about half my health. That's no big deal. No biggie. What is that? Gold pouch? I like that. The gold pouches will have 1,000 gold in them. Ooh. Problem is, finding the final boss with the starting wand is not my first choice.
Hashtag win, don't let me down.
Oh, come on. I could just find a little wand. It probably just about any wand will help us here. Fuck. But the reason I'm not going to chance it is I can get the gold from this. We can reroll perks and possibly get a perk that will help us kill the boss. That also works. Okay, yeah, we probably shouldn't shoot the pouch, shouldn't we? It's taking too long. Die, pouch! You don't belong in this world. So it just goes flying away. We lost like 5 gold. Not feeling that. Honestly, I cannot remember how good Plasma Beam is at killing that boss. I feel like, yeah, you don't get pacifist chest in the final mountain. It is damage, which is better than what we currently have. Got him. It doesn't do shit. Worst case, I can chaotic poly to try to pull some maneuvers. I don't know why we would need this here, but I did it. We didn't collapse a mountain. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. I don't know if I've tried a personal plasma beam kill on this boss. Oh yeah, it actually does shred. Okay, I just jumped right into the first shot. That's a strong opener. Oh, what the? Chill. Come on. Come on. I had to do that because I couldn't put out the stain otherwise. What the? Oh! What the? Dude, hold on. Let me explain something real fast. That's pretty bullshit about this. What's so bullshit? Hold on. Hold on. No. What is bullshit about this is that when the fight begins, there is a rock that falls from this side and a rock that falls from the left side. If it doesn't happen like that often, but it does happen from time to time, that the rock that falls on the left side falls in a way that it doesn't fit between the gap, and so it clogs up and it pours lava into the entire arena. We happen to get that one in this fight. the way you can avoid it is you can try to dig a little bit of that area. The moment it falls, you should throw down a crystal to try to blow it up to then let the stuff pour through. But I was so busy focused on the fight because I got hit on the opener that I didn't pay attention. I didn't realize until the lava was already pouring into the arena that I fucked up. Fuck, man. We didn't even get him to, I think, a 3/4 health. I think we got him to, like, we removed, like, 1/10 of his health or something. Fuck. So, yeah, learn from my mistake. Make sure that on the opening fight, if you're ever trying to kill him with, like, starter wands or some silly shit like I was doing, make sure the left side clears. Because you see the right side, see, it doesn't really have that much lava. Even if the fight is crazy slow, at a certain point, like, the lava will stop flowing. But in this case, I let the left side fill with lava. That was fucked, man. Restart without 15 minutes of yapping. Do you guys want to do another one of these random? Here, we'll do one more random start. And I'll check the streaks. I already locked it in, I'm pretty sure. Yes, you get the same rules as the last one. Chat gets one redo. I get one redo. You guys get a vote. If you guys choose to not redo, then I get to choose, and in my case, I didn't choose to redo and I failed. I almost squeaked out a win. It just, it was such a stupid start, man. I played that terribly. It was a dumb mistake. I need to close the bets. You make sure to clarify that if we do not decide to reroll the seed, but you decide to reroll the seed, we did not want to reroll. We, the chat, are allowed to reroll the new seed. Yes, exactly, Force. Like, you get a veto, I get a veto. If you choose not to use yours, but I use mine, then on the next one, I don't have one, and you guys will get to choose to keep or not. Alright, let's go. Let's start it up. Fuck, I can't believe I lost that one, though. Is there even a point in doing a bet? I don't know, because you guys just voted on the last one, but we'll do a bet just in case.
The only thing you can lose is trust in the streamer.
It's deja vu. We're starting in the same zone. Let me just be certain. Starting with blood flask, spark bolts, that. Okay. Start the poll. Alright. You guys screaming about. Oh, bets are open. Oh, shit! My bad. Thank you, chat. I was wondering why you guys were screaming. I was like, but you guys scream all the time, so it's hard to say. But there you go. Bets are officially closed. Do you want to reset? Yes. No. Reopen the bets. No reopens. No reset. We're locked in. Where are we? The Temple of the Arts. And there's even a telemage right next to me. You guys just voted on this exact one, so I would imagine you'd vote the same, but... Alright, no reset. This time it was a little... I guess it's pretty close to the same numbers. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep it. Here we go. I think opening tail... Oh, actually, I should have let him hit me. Oh, come on. There was a wand nearby. Okay, so we made it to the bottom. Hey, at least we'll potentially get to do a redemption. Damn it, I really want to find like a wand, you know? Like an easy access wand. Could we swap my sweat before the next shop? I, like, need this. Sorry to rush. Can you swap your sweat? What do you mean by that, cat lady? Oh. Took a little bit of damage. Did not mean to do all that. Oh. Swap equals redeem? Yeah, you can go to your channel points and you can... Yeah, the deposit should already be open. Oh, fuck. This is bad. This is bad. No! Okay. I'm not even gonna get it. This fucking guy! Oh my god! No! No! It was like the perfect position, man! I should have just ran that way.
A real Texan would have dodged that.
God damn it.
I for one appreciate your willingness to humiliate yourself like this.
Oh, come on.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I should have just went to the right. Let me just try a random one, no bet. Let me see. But yeah, Cat Lady, oh man. Post in the Discord like your information if you haven't already. I don't remember seeing it posted, but there's been a lot going on lately, so maybe I missed something. Oh my god, now I get the acid potion start. Then I just would have ran for the end on the last one because I would have already had a boss killer. Fuck. This one's bad news. This one's really bad news. Good thing that one wasn't a bet. Latali's right. Wait, what did Latali say? You're not making it out of the frozen vault? We've made it out of there, but we made it out of there before. Wait, I should have let that telemage hit us. Fuck. That was silly. Oh! Tuh. I don't know why I grabbed that heal already. I should have waited just in case. Can this mod teleport you in lava? I think it can. Like the starting box have some kind of lava or some shit. Yeah, that's why you should have waited, because it could have got at the... Oh, I could have grabbed this, then that. Whoops. Then I grabbed the heal. Yeah, there's a way more optimal way to do all that. Revenge rats.
I think that's just what we call a skill issue.
Yeah, apparently. No, thank you. Oh, fuck. That's why I like the rats. The rats do cause so much chaos. It's a fire potion. Hit me, mage. Yikes. The fuck? You have a boss killer? You? I am the boss killer? Look at me! I'm the boss killer now. Hey. That's better than no extra damage, right? That touch of is really showing up there. Just buy the touch of, dude. If only. Let's see this time if this rock falls properly. Got caught again. Oh shit. Oh! Oh! Damn it. That was an annoying one. Sometimes those guys really freak out.
Wow, Dunk really gonna do another boring spark bolt build again?
I was forced into this life. Damn it, another one of those guys. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh my god. That was annoying. Did he die? I don't know. No, he did not. Nope. Fuck, man.
The other day I managed to get an 11-minute almost pacifist run, and my boss killer was realizing that Runestone of Edges will make him suicide. That was very pog.
That was very pog. Yeah, the Runestone of Edges actually shreds them. It's because this dude ran at me over here. I panicked. I started looking at, because look at him. He's like, he moves. The little mini dudes move so crazy that whenever they come at you, you gotta like stare at them because you're like, oh shit, they're, you know, they're psychotic. Chat, can I get a zoom in? Can I get an enhance? Can I get an enhance on that one? Oh, that's what it said. Not funny. Any Keck W's, mods ban them. A single Keck W, you punch him in the face. Fuck, man. I mean, I gotta practice on my basic Kolmi fight because it's been too long since we really. I feel like we always have a boss killer. Gotta get back in that pattern recognition, you know? I think there may actually be a move here where you could get yourself up. Once the lava flows for a little bit, you could like travel up into that area. I think it's like the safest way. There's a move.
Keep it turn is easy. Dodge the bullets.
It's not necessarily him, it's the little minions. Like this guy right here really fucked me. Because he's the one that actually messed me up on the right side. Came over, hit me with a barrage of bullets. And then I was like, alright, well just get rid of him off to the side. And then he just freaking sprinted at me and I panicked because I was like, oh, here he comes again. Take the rest of my health bar. Let's jump into the daily for today. I gotta get a good win. This is just nonsense. Nonsense. One more bet. Gonna do another random start. Could try one more time, just no bet, just dude. Something is off with the RNG right now. It's just Temple of the Art every time. I do like this possibilities though, because we have an acid flask. Oh. Okay, we get an acid flask and a starting wand and a free. Okay. Maybe we should have done a bet. Damn it. And a fucking. Come on, man. Come on. That is so lame. There goes all your luck. I know! I used up all my good luck! The Noita gods were looking out for me. Except for it wasn't on a bet, so... Acid potion. We want to bop them right there in the head. So we're going to line it up real nice like. Throw it. And bop them. Oh shit. Oh shit, I fucked that up. I fucked up the easy. Oh shit! I fucked up the easy one. Now we're having to do this the hard way. Woo! Kinda want to practice that throw again. I don't know what I did. Speedrunning God. Okay, I don't want to lock in the win on that one. That's lame. Oh, now this one's fucked up.
About to break.
This one's actually messed up. You would have to like build some kind of contraption to protect you as you like move through the zone. That's not the way. Oh, that's a problem. Yolk would win this? Doubtful. He wishes. Wait, are we... Where are we at exactly? That's a problem. That is a problem. Okay. There's some overgrown to the left of the power plant. The thing is, I wasn't sure... Actually, oh, we don't need that one.
Sweetheart, some people just aren't cut out for that kind of thing. I'm sure you have a lot of other good qualities. Just keep looking less than 3.
They probably like on one of... Yeah, so I was in somewhere in this general... Yeah. Yep. That one was fucked. That one was like, Tito, shut your mouth! Hey, we already got one win on this. We already got one. Don't act like we've lost them all. Even when I missed the acid flask, we still got the vault. Easy start. Too easy. Too easy. And a... Okay, poly flask is a little sketch. I will give you that. I will give you that one. Oh! At the top right, in fact. Oh! The guy has a wand. He took it. That was my wand. What you could do is you could keep some of that poly, use it to exit the mountain, see if there's any good wands, stuff that you could build with, and poly your way back into the mountain. You know what? Yeah. Wand radar. No Gamba Chan. You suck? No, it's a... Listen, I'm making intelligent moves. Smart moves. So the play would be that, like I said, you get a little bit of this poly back in the flask. Use it to poly out. You get enough to go poly out and back in. That would be the most optimal, I think. Ow. There's no wand over there. Nope. Oh. Oh shit. Oh fuck. This is bad. This is bad. What was I doing? I was afraid to go to the left. I thought I could blow this up and slip under it before the rubble came down. That was not the case. Alright, let's jump into the daily. Let's jump into the daily. What are you guys spamming in there? Get the hell out of here. Alright, if we do the daily run today... This is the best random start. Okay, this one's like for real, finally. This is kind of like what I think most people dream up for the random start. It's supposed to be how it goes. You're, oh my god, almost knocked me into... No! Oh my god! Oh my god! You little piece of shit! You piece of shit! Okay, this one's like for real, finally. This is kind of like what I think most people dream up for the random start. It's supposed to be how it goes. Here. Oh my god, almost knocked me into... No! Oh my god! Oh my god! You little piece of shit! You piece of shit! I remember this one, actually. I remember this one. That one, because I remember thinking I'm just gonna dodge his thing, and I mistimed it like crazy. Like, I'll just dodge his shot, and then whoop. You had so much hair back then. What do you mean back? This was literally 3 months ago. I made a spreadsheet and all of for all the messages run in Chase Check This. If you're interested in doing it for 2,500, spreadsheet for the all message run in Chase Check This. Let me look. The all messages. Open a treasure chest. Technically, there are different messages for end of everything. Key listens. The key is taken in the full song. The world has been restored. Picked a golden statue. A curse has been lifted. The gods are enraged. A portal appears. The glass key speaks. The glass key speaks again. Wait. Open the dark chest for a second time. I didn't even realize there was a different message for the two.
Welcome to Patty's Pub. I like to recommend to our first-timers our signature cocktail.
The gods
Caribbean
are
Paradise.
curious.
Some people say it's better than busting a nut.
What are you yapping about, Sofa King? Sofa King says, when do I see the YouTube skill that brought me to this stream? Or was it all lie or AI? Those were random starts. I was starting in the final zone with a starter one. Give me a goddamn break. How many messages are there? Okay, let's keep scrolling. There's a lot. Actually, no, it's 61. Ish. Ends at 56 though, it seems. Yeah, 56. Let's see a max roulette run today with these 3 Ask the Gods. Max roulette, 3 Ask the Gods. That's a little crazy, don't you think? You'd like to see a Gourd Moon today? I'd be down for doing a Gourd Moon today, Majestic. Keep it simple. Do you guys want to do a Gourd Moon run? That sounds like a fun time. Is that a longer or a shorter run? That's kind of a longer run. Reniphilia's down for the Gourd Moon. No trigger or timer spells on your wand. Okay, how about a Gourd Moon run, no triggers or timers allowed? Fair? Gourd Moon run, no triggers or timers. Chat's down for that? Mitos is down? What about chainsaws? I mean, obviously chainsaws gotta be allowed. Come on now. Come on. But then how will you make a DPS wand? Using creativity. Define triggers or timers. Long distance cast, for example, is an expiration trigger. Are we making no spells that create a new shot state? Yeah, we won't even allow the long distance cast. How about that? No add trigger, no add timer, none of that. Is it instant loss if you use one? No, let's not do it where, like, if I fire a wand that happened to have a trigger on it and I didn't notice. It's not like an instant loss. It's just no use of it. If something happens, you see a trigger or a timer that's on a wand and I haven't noticed it, just say, hey, there's a trigger there, remove it, and I will then have to remove it. All right, bets are open. Get your predictions in. Thank you, Indoor Cat, for making this, by the way. It could come in handy. The no triggers and timers allowed is just a special, like, criteria for our run today, but we're doing an actual official quest in Noita, and ours is going to be a little bit harder than the regular quest because we have a sun in the way, and I'll show you how you fix that. What's the quest about? Well, if you type !pillar in the chat, Nightbot will respond with a link, and that link actually shows you all of the, like, in-game achievements and stuff in Noita, and the one that we're going for is this one right here, the Gourd Moon. So you need to enter, let me zoom a lot, get enhance. Hold up. Enter the center of the moon with all 4 normal essences and the gourdified final boss with you. See Secret Fruit Pillar for details. So whenever we do this gives you this pillar. We already have it, but we're going to be revisiting this again for today's run. So if we didn't have this pillar, we would be getting it again today. we'll be doing all the stuff that's necessary. One of the things that's important to point out is that if you do things, so Noita doesn't really have an official order that you have to do things. A lot of the times it's kind of just whatever order you want to do things. So if you've done your Sun Quest before, but you've never gotten the Gourd Moon pillar, it makes it a little more difficult because since you have to enter the center of the moon, well, right now on top of the moon, there's a sun sitting there because I've done my Sun Quest. It's death. Death is sitting there. So you have to move the sun out of the way so that then you can move into the moon and then have it do a reaction to the player. Keep in mind that if the sun is still sitting there whenever you move into the center of it, I don't even think it recognizes the player is there. So you really need to move it out of the way. What about digging wands? Are you allowed to use Lumi timer slash black hole timer, etc. for bet clarification? That is a great point. I'd say Lumi timer we don't allow. The black hole timer, I kind of want to make an exception for it just because it'll just be our digging wand anyways. Like, why torture ourselves? Allow triggers with no payloads. We'll allow the black hole timer. I won't use a Lumi timer because it still technically is like this kind of setup. We'll just allow that one. We throw, I don't know if I bet. Exclamation mark yes. Just type exclamation mark yes if you want to get a free +1 to your streak because let's do this. Let's begin. So yeah, in the end we said black hole timer. We probably would allow it. I'll try not to use it, but I just don't want to do like an anti-fun thing because the black hole timer is not for the purpose of actually using the timer. We'd just be using it for digging purposes. I'll try to avoid it, but we won't focus on technicalities with that if it happens. Turn off all mods, see mod settings, everything else is fine because we are jumping into the daily run. Remember we were doing something else, so there's a good chance it will load us into the wrong one. What is a timer on a black hole even good for? I feel like it's really situational. There's some like maybe some rare special occasions, but yeah, 99% of the time you're just gonna want to use it for being a black hole. Bouncing burst, TNT, invis start. Kind of interesting. Oh my god. Well, dude's carrying a wand and can actually do some pretty good damage to me, so I'm gonna have to chill back for a moment. Taking a little bit of damage because that damn magic arrow wand the guy picked up pumped me for 21 damage. No, nope. Oh, come on. Son of a bitch. It's some acid there. Stupid. Everywhere I was running, it was just something else was there dangerous. And the reason I haven't turned my invis into a water is because I wanted to go sneak that one orb because I haven't done that in a little bit. What is happening? But it's costing me health.
Okay, Dunk. Serious question. If you had to make a horse pass a US history exam, or else the entire world is going to explode, how would you do it?
What? Conga says rig it? Sure, I'm with Conga on this one. Rewrite history. So simple. Is hollow egg a trigger? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm having to stay away from the fire because I don't have a flask to help me out.
You know you had water there, but instead you choose acid. This situation reminds me of this.
No, it didn't remind me of shit. It's some acid. It's because I went for the first one. I wasn't paying attention that it had the acid just idling. I just went to the first liquid I saw. I'd had to fly higher up for this one. Which, you know, I was trying to get to the quickest thing. The fastest one.
Hello, Drew.
Goes for the banana. Oh shit. The whole not having a water flask has not been worth it. I should have just filled up a little bit of water in my invis. It would have turned all of it into water. And then I'd have been much safer. But instead, I'm so deep in that I'm determined. Yes, that we will get something. And here we are. So, after all this, we held on to this invis for 1 billion years. All so that we can grab this orb. And then, whenever the boss is about to spawn in, when I pass here, we invis up. The game doesn't see us pass by the boss trigger point. So the boss does not spawn in. So we get the free heart. And we out. Suckers. Make sure I follow this path correctly and not slip into a crack into the lava. Does Concentrated Mana Flask put out fire on the character? You have to submerge yourself in it. A lot of liquids do a shit job at putting out fire, but if you submerge your character like a good amount in it, it will put it out even if it's not a
Coward,
good at
not
it.
even doing a bridge boss cheese.
So for example, let's say I was on fire at this moment and I only had invis. By throwing the invis on myself like this, the fire would just keep burning me. Instead, what you would want to do is you look for a little pocket in the ground like that. Pour that in there and just dunk yourself in it. And this, make sure you put the flask away, because otherwise, if you keep the flask out when you jump into it, it tries to scoop it up real quick. So you do like this, and then you just jump into it. And because you submerge yourself in it, there's no more fire. This works even for oil. Oil actually can put out the fire, but you gotta submerge yourself in it. If you just dip yourself slightly in it, you'll end up making yourself burn even more, because you'll be oiled up and on fire. You can use Slime Ball's projectile trail to cross the lava. Wait, was I offered a slime ball? I didn't even remember seeing a slime ball. Great balls of slime. Grab this. The enemy. Oh, you're saying like bait in a guy like this to... Oh, crap. Damn, I was slipped right through the ground right there. Bait him in and then have him create a little bridge for us. This is crazy. Oh my. What is going on? Alright, well, it looks like this first zone isn't really paying out too much for us. I mean, I end up injuring myself a lot. We have not found a single heart. We found a couple wands at least, which is kind of nice.
I giga nuked my sunstone, which obliterated the moon. Why didn't it make sun egg? I got a new activated sunstone, but should I just toss it where the moon was and shoot another giga nuke at it?
Hold up. I giga nuked my sunstone, which obliterated the moon. Why didn't it make a sun egg? I got a new activated sunstone, but should I just toss it where the moon was and shoot another giga nuke at it? Honestly, I haven't really used the giga nuke too much for, I don't know if ever, for getting to that step. We're creating that next level. You can make the sun in that general area and then from there push it where it needs to be. You don't have to make it always on the exact spot. Because it's pretty easy to push around whenever it's not inside the... Once it's in the moon, it's hard because it has gravitational pull. Basically what I'm saying is you can use that cloudscape that's below it to like really like organize setting it up. Latali says you could do remove explosion on the Giga Nuke. The Sunstone looks for the projectile. It doesn't need to explode. There you go. There's a good tip. That way you don't have to deal with all the chaos that the Giga Nuke is throwing at you. Yeah, something like bombs are much easier to work with because you don't have the chaos of the huge explosions and everything. Just spamming bombs at it is usually what I do. But yeah, read chat. They probably have some great ideas. Oh, shit. This is a huge find. Massive. Massive find. What the hell, man? Alright. So then that means... So, really early black hole. You know what we could do? We'll clear out this... Finish clearing that area out in a moment. I gotta close the bets. Let me close the bets and then I'll show you. This black hole opens up a lot of strategies that you can do to really power up your run early. Latali had some more interesting tidbits. Oh, let's see. What else was he saying? The nuke just needs to live for 10 frames near the stone. If you use these methods that need 6 explosions, they need to explode. Those need to explode. Concentrated explosion works for those. Ah, cool. Cool. All right, boom. You say boiled egg inside of a meatball? Sounds interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, I would be interested. Also a little scared, but interested. It's called a Scotch egg. I never had that. I mean, I love meatballs, so I would give it a slurp. All right, so here's what we can do. First off, we need to decide what our early game perk is going to be. And sometimes for these longer runs, if you're ever planning to do like a long god run, this is when More Love really starts to become this god tier perk. Because if you get 4 of this, because in the long run, you're going to grab tons of perks, right? If you get More Love 4 times, it makes it where the world is like, Noita turns into like a sandbox game. Because everything is passive towards you. The enemies don't try to attack you. Even if you get polyed into a sheep, the enemies still don't attack you. But I don't think we're going to, you know what I mean? Like it's, especially for the very first mountain, grabbing More Love, that's pretty greedy. So we're going to roll. Fucking weak, man. Hungry Ghost is not a bad opener. Stainless Armor. I mean, we are going to be messing around with the Suns, but let's just go with Hungry Ghost. I'm not crazy about an early game Hungry Ghost, but I don't want to waste too many rerolls. Hungry Ghost opener. So I'm putting the statue in the spot where Steve will spawn, but I'm not planning to piss him off, but I may accidentally. Okay, why? Okay, let me move my cursor a little bit. Sometimes, game. Sometimes. Ah, I almost had it. I was a little too aggressive. Some days I kick that statue, it lands there immediately. Some days I kick it 500 times. No! You were in the right spot. Just stay. There. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna be more patient this time. Patience is key. Okay, patience is key. Stop being sloppy. There's a chain right there. That's actually a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't somehow scam me. Oh my gosh. This one chain underneath it. Fuck it, that's good enough. Alright, so the reason I have that there is because I'm going to be shooting black holes in such a way that does not piss off the gods, but if you are off by a hair, then it ends up pissing off the gods. So let's try to not piss them off.
It's reassuring to see someone else failing putting the statue in place. I swear widescreen fudge with the kicks.
Yeah, I don't know why some days I just can't, for the life of me, get it to go where I want it to go. So what I've done is I've now created an exit that I can come and go as I please, that has not pissed off the gods. Ooh, gotta be a little careful. And it does not collapse the mountain either. We have the luminous drills available to us, which is nice. We're not doing any triggers or timers this run. We can't grab those. Having chain bolt on here is probably the call. Do that. Let's do it like this. We'll leave the refresh there for now. Oh wait, no. I need to open up the rest of the gap. I forgot. Whoops. Yeah, chain bolt without triggers is pretty damn nice. So the early black hole, as long as you use it correctly, it represents a way that you can get the like the moment you see a black hole in the early game, as long as you know you can put it on some wands and use it, it's like, oh crap, that opens up your early game a lot. So we can come and go between the first level and the second zone as much as we would like. We have the Holy Mountain intact, so we can edit as much as we like. I mean, sometimes I get a little bit sloppy and I may accidentally hit the collapse box. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But it also means that if I want to, I can even go to the next Holy Mountain and do the same thing, and we still won't have pissed off the gods. So we got lots of options right now. Doesn't avoiding triggers include the anger trigger? Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. What's cactus? Why no all-seeing eye? All-seeing eye is not a bad idea, Kurgalo. Sometimes I grab it, sometimes I don't. I'm feeling a little lazy right now, but it probably would be a good move. Got my very first God run after 200 deaths and finally created both the suns and collided them. Oh, he did a supernova. Feels so good to finally understand Noita, but I'd like to know what I should aim for next. Like, do I try and get better at the game or try an all-boss run? I think naturally, no matter what goals you're setting, you are just going to start getting, you know, your skills are going to be improving. I mean, unless you're specifically being like, hey, I want to become a better speedrunner. Well, then, yeah, maybe if you're wanting to become a better speedrunner, doing like things like the Sun Quest may not help a ton with it. But yeah, like 33 or even a 34 orb run. In fact, these days I would say just if you're doing a 33, just do the 34 orb. Like don't if you're gonna take the time to go all the way to 33, you might as well get that extra orb, because getting the chest orb now it used to be a huge pain in the ass, but now it's much more reasonable than it used to be. It's still a little bit annoying, but at the very least you probably want to use like a mod that gives you your X and Y coordinates. But besides that, once you're in the right spot, the fact that you can just make your character vanish and then reappear right whenever you need them to and just grab the orb, it's a pretty big difference. Ambrosia? Well, shit. Invis. So the Ambrosia is a pretty nice find. It's not like a big deal, but if you find it, then you might as well, hold up. Might as well, so we have this shiny orb. The shiny orb will give us gold every time we kick it, but there's a chance it'll explode. So what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of ambrosia on myself, and then I'll walk into the orb. I'm holding the walk button, I'm walking into it over and over. And it kind of glitches it out, and it causes it to spit out gold until it just eventually just explodes. And then the ambrosia absorbs the damage. Then I just got gold for free. The reason that you don't see me use the shiny orb stuff very much is because, look at it, it's not even like, you really don't get much from it. And gold is usually not a big problem anyways. Oh, sorry, my chat was scrolled up. I may miss a couple comments there. Hey, Dunk, do you know similar games like Noita or Magicraft for gamers that don't have that much time to play?
I feel like chainsaws.
Poltergeist, I guess it depends on what you consider similar.
It's a separate program.
So yeah, Poltergeist... I don't know if you're looking for games that allow you to get like really creative and wild, but I mean, I think Binding of Isaac, I mean, you probably, it's not like it's a hidden gem, but you may not consider that the kind of game you're looking for, because Magicraft and Noita, you're probably looking for more of like the mixing and matching the spells, like this part of crafting. But the nature of any game that allows you to craft on this this level of precision probably is going to be a decently time-consuming game, and you said something that doesn't take a lot of time. So I feel like Binding of Isaac is a little more simplistic. No, not Terraria. You guys are trolling. But yeah, on the off chance that you haven't played Binding of Isaac before, I would strongly recommend it. It may take you like 45 minutes to an hour to really start feeling into the groove of the game, but it doesn't take too long to start being like, okay, I get the gameplay loop, I'm having fun. And the first time you kill like Mom, it's like really basic. You're like, okay, well, I killed the boss, it seems pretty simple, I gotta see the credits. But it starts getting crazier. Like the game, as you play it, it's like a game that you can just play for an hour, maybe 30 minutes, and then not play it again for a week, and just you can come and go. It's not like Noita where you're really like, it's these huge time sink runs, and there's like a ton of in-depth knowledge needed to really grasp some of the things that are going on. I haven't really spent too much time with Undermine. I've watched Let's Suffer Together play it, but I haven't really played it myself. Yeah, if you want to get all the unlocks, yeah, it would take forever in Isaac, but I guess for Poltergeist, what I thought he was saying is like, hey, what's a game that's like a Noita, or just like he said Magicraft. So I was thinking something roguelike that isn't a huge time sink if you're wanting to just have fun with it. Noita's kind of hard because you really got to invest time to start actually really enjoying yourself and not feeling like the game is kind of just torturing you, because you're like, hey, the game's really fucked up and challenging. Isaac, I didn't really feel like it doesn't take long to start saying, hey, the game, you know, you're just like, hey, I need good resources, and then once you get the good resources, you're like, I just blast the enemies. You're not having to understand like alchemic reactions or how to min-max every resource to get those god runs. We have a puzzle. Puzzle that needs smoke. And we're not exactly equipped to make a lot of smoke. Have you played any FromSoft games? Any chances you'd be into Night Rain? Just curious. I played my very first FromSoft game in the last year because chat does these variety game votes where they get to choose a game for me to play, and they voted in Dark Souls 1. And I had always heard about Dark Souls, and you know, every game is always the Dark Souls of all, whatever, right? Like, oh, Noita is the Dark Souls of roguelikes. So you just hear that kind of shit for everything. And so I was like, what is Dark Souls? Like, what is this game that is kind of like setting the standard for difficulty? But I never took the time to actually play it. I had seen it before, but never played it. So then Chad had me play it, and I had a blast. So I've only played Dark Souls 1, and I was thinking, okay, the next variety game that they vote, they'll probably vote in Dark Souls 2 or, you know, something else. But since then, they got a little bit bored of, I guess they didn't want me to play another game in that same kind of genre immediately afterwards. So yeah, I'm looking forward to returning to it, but no, I have not played Night Rain, but I have watched people playing it. It looked pretty badass. Night Spark looks cool, but I have not played it. So we haven't grabbed our heal yet. I think we can at this point. Going any deeper into that zone without grabbing the heal is just pure greed. Dark Souls 2 is the best one. I know that's a gets controversial take right there. That's all I know. Don't listen to the Dark Souls 2 slander. The people hating on it just don't read what the stats do. Because you telling me it's a skill issue? Chat, are you guys noobs? This whole time I've been listening to your guys' advice and you're noobs. You pretended like you knew what you were talking about. How dare you, chat? Dark Souls 2 would have seemed good if Dark Souls 1 and 3 didn't exist. So it's the worst of the best. That's what I'm hearing. Wrong? Oh yeah? Saying is wrong. Ooh, look at that. This is kind of crazy. For the moment, I need to drop the TNT so I can carry this stuff back. People who hate Dark Souls 2 are just reciting YouTuber opinions. Chat, are you guys sheep? This whole time, I thought you guys were free thinkers, and you're just fucking sheep? You disgust me. I thought I was dealing with real gamers in this community. Not these posers. Not these wannabes.
Bear, seek, less.
People are sheep for real. Dark Soul and Dark Soul likes are mad best.
I don't know. Dark Souls is pretty sweet. I enjoyed it. With that said, I found some of the zones can get a little bit tedious to the point that you're like, all right, the boss fights though were really enjoyable. Like they did a good job at not just being like same old boss, just maybe a little bit tankier, or the mechanic, you know, like their damage is a little higher. Instead, it was like they felt, you know, they each had their own like little personality to them stuff. Now there was like one or two boss fights that were actually trash, like that one that was like had a cutscene. It wasn't even about doing damage. It was just about triggering the cutscene correctly. Fuck that boss. It was actually a stupid boss fight. But the ones that you're actually fighting a boss, the boss is trying to kill you, you're trying to kill the boss, those were fantastic. Felt like it was like, now this is gaming. Dark Souls 2 has so many of those where you want to quit. Like the tedious zones. Maybe even tedious isn't the right term, because Dark Souls in general is a tedious game. But sometimes it feels like it's not like it's some like task you're trying to overcome, but more of like busy work that you're just trying to get past. There's a difference between these two things. A task you're trying to overcome, that's what Noita to me is. It can be a struggle, and you're like, oh, like you know, can I make it past this? At times you're like, I think I can. I gotta improve. I gotta do this. And then sometimes games kind of mix that up. And instead, it's not really much of a challenge, but it is something that is very time consuming. And you're like, go here, stand here, do this swing 3 times, walk to this spot, stand here for about a minute and a half, swinging here. Then you're like, it isn't that hard to do. It just takes a while. Some games confuse these two things and end up being just kind of lame. So I don't know. I never played Dark Souls 2. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever even seen Dark Souls 2 being played. But for Dark Souls 1, I would say 80 to 90% of the time was like fun challenge. Maybe there was like 10 to 20% of moments I felt like it was like, okay, this is kind of a little bit busy work, just, you know, just kind of keeping me distracted, but it was definitely worth playing. Wait, what was I supposed to be reading? Did I miss something? Do the vapor little puzzle for the wand, trust. Yeah, I'll get there. Actually, I did drop a fire related thing, didn't I? Thank you for the reminder. I was planning to. Usually I look for the resources. I think we did end up with a fire trail, and I threw it down in the Holy Mountain. I will have to grab that. Not super interested in that. Oh my god. Horizontal path is so today's daily has lots of great resources that I've seen so far. Horizontal path is not going to be great for us today because if you're not using triggers or timers, then horizontal path becomes really annoying. If you are using triggers and timers, which you should most of the time, this is amazing. 8 damage for 0 mana is a big deal. But I want the wand itself, so we're grabbing this, but we're going to drop the eggs. We're not going to be able to use them for our challenge today. We'll drop the horizontal, but I do want that wand. I don't know, we may end up using this wand. I can't decide. You could run some kind of like luminous drill chain bolt. Probably would be nice. It's got potential. A lot of dangerous stuff. Oh shit. Oh, well, I was gonna say, there's a dude with the wand, but he jumped into acid and died right as I was about to say it. Wand 4 has almost enough regen to 1 frame Lumi drills. That is true. That is true. I'll probably end up transferring stuff around, and then we'll build like a 1 frame Lumi to get around afterwards. That's a timer. Can't work with that. Timer can't work with that. Triple's kind of interesting. Another chain bolt. The wand's meh. I have this just for a second. I think I can use it to finish that one puzzle. That's why I picked it up for a moment. Team DX dropping off a 10K as well. Take my money. Take my sweat. You bruh me. Yeah, I gotta go get that fire trail. I don't... Oh, actually, it's really close. Please. God damn it. Alright, let's go grab the trail real quick. Whoop. I think about you when I'm in the shower. Do you think about me in the shower too, you sick fuck? What the fuck? The hell, Shane, are you drunk? What the fuck was that sentence? I don't need that. Don't need that. I do need this. I think that's good enough. We'll see. These... I don't know about all that.
No, don't dodge the question of the chatter. It's important to document your answer.
Of course. Always thinking about chat in the shower. The DunkOrSlam situation is crazy. Just a matter of time till that moist critical video comes out. Counting the days. Pirate Software just got his video recently. I'll be on there too. Haven't decided what my controversy is going to be yet, though. It's a stay tuned kind of thing. Hair replacement in Turkey? Why would there be a video about that? I mean, that's like a tutorial, maybe.
I fucking hate those guys who want to own the games they paid for. Pirate software, probably.
Probably. Damn, they're... What the fuck, man? Lots of hearts. Dunk will be the streamer that has a terrible hair transplant botch job. Thank you, Chad. You guys speak so highly of me. Chad, I need your brain. Just for a second, I don't want to keep it because, you know, got some damage on it. But I do need to know where the hell that damn puzzle was. Left, further left, mid to the left. Don't ever insult my brain like that again. It's fully damaged. I apologize. Forgive me. What's up, Rio? Hope your work day wasn't too hard. Hopefully it was an easy one. The puzzle! Yay! I can see the formation. I was like, that's the puzzle one. So now I have fire trail or burning trail on this wand. If I just sit here holding the wand out, it gives off
Dunk, I need
smoke.
to go to work at the hair clinic now. If you want your next shipment of hair regrowth formula, I need you to open the shop now.
What? Just had a genius idea. You grow out your hair long while it's still dark brown. Then you have a wig made out of it so that when you get gray, you can still have your youthful hair. What kind of fucking psychotic idea is this? Chad, I'm not getting enough smoke. The fuck? It's a good idea. What? I just need any kind of vapor. I thought burning trail actually gave off enough, but apparently it doesn't, which is really disappointing. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast this, jump into here, run. Oh, I'm too slow. I fucking suck. Hold up. Oh, come on. Oh, that was close. Oh, that one actually has it. That one does actually have it. No, not this one. Okay. Ah, shit. Like that. Then we cast here, jump into this. Move that there. Oh, come on, did I get it out? Yep. Honestly, it doesn't even make as much as I was hoping for. Then we cast it again, jump into the portal. You're gonna be out, you're in. Hopefully this will work. There we go. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. We got steam, we got smoke, we got all the vapor. Ta-da! Ta-da! Woo! Mega loot! Oh, that's a mega loot right there. Usually this is not worth it. Usually this is like hot garbage that you spend all that time. But this one, I mean, the wand itself is actually cool stats, but because of the knockback, it always gives you a wand with an always cast knockback, so that part sucks. But the add mana double spell. Could you have used the eye on the water for steam? I don't remember. I don't think it gives off steam. It just deletes the water. I could be misremembering. There could be some steam that it gives off on it. Oh, it does give off steam? Ah, shit. Then yeah, we maybe, if it gave off enough, we could have just used the eye on it. Could have saved us some time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw this here. We're going to toss that on the ground and that. Where was the ambrosia in the first zone? I want to say it was like... It's kind of in a weird spot. Top far left. So like you go to the collapsed mines, top left of that. What are you guys screaming about? You said shop at the last mountain? Oh, true. Alright, we'll just move on to the next area to the shop. We need to get moving on anyways. All that work, I was planning to kill some stuff, but... Eh. I don't even think we need anything else on that. Speed up. Black holes. Oh, wait, no, there. Light for the dark cave. That is true, actually. We may end up needing that. Ooh. Extra life, speed, unlimited spells. Probably gonna go with speed. I mean, probably go with extra life for being conservative. Playing it safe. What are you on about? Yo, Monster Muppets. I see you dropping off 50k. Can't go broke? Can't go broke. Extra life. That way, whenever... Because later we're gonna be around the suns and stuff. So to have an extra life, just in case something goes wrong. Seems like a good call. What are you up to? We are doing the Gourd Moon quest right now. It's one of the longer quests in the game. And actually, if I remember correctly, I believe it's the Gourd Moon quest that... But let's say that I had somebody challenged me and one day said, today you have to find healthium. You have to find it. Well, most people would think, oh crap, now I have to go check like 1 billion flasks until I eventually find healthium. But there's actually a 100% reliable method to find healthium. Oh my god, this is actually kind of scary. Hold up. I probably grabbed that heal. It's kind of goofing around a bit too much. There is a 100% reliable method for finding healthium, and that is, like I said, if I remember correctly, it's the Gourd Moon boss, right, chat? So whenever we do this quest and we do the moment of like payoff when we complete the quest, there's this huge tidal wave of healthium that like the game just kind of throws at you on top of the moon, and so you can scoop up that healthium, and then with the Sea of Mimicium, that means you have an infinite supply of healthium for the rest of the run. What was that fire rate? Yeah, it's because the Luminous Trail doesn't remove all of the castellay. Even if it did, you wouldn't be able to sustain on it, so it's okay to kind of have that little bit of choppiness to it. Healthium is just gourd juice, but Big Pharma is artificially increasing its scarcity. Okay, we got some conspiracy theories going in the channel. It's got a crit on it, kind of interesting. These are triggers, we can't use those. Maybe I go for that one crit, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, look at this. Huh. I'll just have to remember that's there. It's 8 capacity, right? 8 capacity, great mana recharge. Or great, yeah, mana recharge. Okay, recharge time. Just mana charge good, recharge time. Okay. Right now we're looking for teleport bolts. That would be a big deal for helping speed up this run. Blurb. There's a long telly on a small wand in that biome. Ooh, you're saying I'm going to get long telly? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Chaotic Path potentially is kind of fun whenever you're doing a build like we're doing today, or going to be forced to do without triggers or timers. But maybe I hold on to it. I looked at that earlier, and I'm going to put it up in the ceiling in case we want to use Chaotic Path later. Chat, look away. Let me just murder my worm real quick. Just beating the hell out of this worm. Hey, it was worth it. Coughed up a heart. What a nice fella. I guess since we have the wormy vision, we probably should look around here for any heart mages. Oh, there's a wand in the wall. I wasn't even looking. Hey, there you go. Let the wand out, please. That's pretty scary. That guy copies stuff, so if we were to find a heal really early, we could shoot a heal at this guy, and he will copy the heal and shoot it back at me, so we could have infinite heals. But we don't have any heals, so instead he's copying my chain bolts. Oh, keep this guy away. Bad guy. Ow. So we're in here for the purpose of looking for a heart mage. We have ambrosia already. We have an extra life if something gets real ugly. Well, it's looking like there is no heart mages in this spawn today. It's a really early heart mage area, so it's not like one of those that you should rely on. I just kind of look in here. If I get an early ambrosia and I drink worm blood, then it's like, especially having like an extra life, because this area is very volatile. As you can see, this could have been a wand that it flies around. These are just like wands that have they're sentient. They've come to life, and pretty much it's an invisible ghost that's carrying it. You can't see them, and they will cast whatever the hell is on there, and that can insta you. But in this case, it looked like, you know, there really wasn't a lot of action in here, so we're just gonna grab the heart that's over here and then move on. Might need that note item to move the sun. I doubt we're going to use that method. I hope we don't have to rely on that. I feel like there was a recent one that we used that I liked. I'm trying to remember how we did it exactly. I want to say it was like one of the Larpas and Whitehole? Gotta remember. Gotta refresh my brain. We're gonna go back up in a second. Let me just real quickly kill this bad guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
I don't like any of these. Well, this will be helpful today. That's for sure. On a longer run, save me a bit of editing. I'll take it. Alright, so we get this. Oh, there's apparently some toxic sludge up there. Well, that'll help us get going. Should give us some serious momentum. So we have Tinker with Wands everywhere. We have an extra life. Have our heal right here. We have like so many things that we can do right now. This is pretty great. The thing is, people are saying they found a teleport in the previous area, which we did not find, which makes me a little bit sad. But I think I'm going to go back up there to at least check the free wand room. But I also want to check the eye room here too. Never seen Ping Pong Lumi, how original. You guys claim that with every build. Jumped right into that.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drunk in sweat.
Oh shit, did any of those ping pong shots go through the ground? I don't know. It didn't. Excellent. D-Crust, thank you for the 11-monther. Nearly a year. Nice. Thank you for the primage, D-Crust. Appreciate you. Come on. What? Well, I was like, why is the teleportatium so low? Didn't even notice this fucking massive hole in the side. Hold on, let me think. I was like, because the tablet isn't going to be big enough. Sometimes you just gotta get creative, chat. Hold on. I think this can almost work. Almost. It's gonna be like really fucking close. Oh! And see him and Mickey him would be nice. That's exactly what I was thinking there, Ko. Like maybe like a flask on top of a. Well, let's do this first. Because this teleportanium's a little annoying. So we are going to. Oh, god damn it! That ping pong. Give up? Never. I refuse. Okay. That's true. Why? Yeah, that should be just taking the ping pong off. It's a little silly. All right. Okay, maybe at some point you need to give up on your dreams. Maybe this is what it's teaching me right now. Bruh. Sometimes you gotta give up hope. Okay, can I nudge that? Nope, 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 nope. Don't nudge it that far. No. God damn it. But now I'm too invested. True, true. I'm feeling that. If I could just, the problem is there's like no way it's gonna land upright like that. If I could just do that without my character being in the way, that would be fantastic. Chop a top piece? Oh shit. That's pretty risky, but I like the way you think, Aetherstorm. Okay, I may have broken that glass pretty badly. But if we listen to Aetherstorm, we chop off piece. Gotta try it, right? Gotta try. Sag. We broke it all. I don't even know where I can't remember where the hit points are that you can't break it, otherwise it'll collapse. I thought I could do that on the left side and it would be like, it's fine. Alright, let's go dig to the eye room. We're walking it. Would have been faster if you just dig there. Yeah, but it's about not giving up. Sometimes you just can't give in. Okay, that was kind of annoying. But eventually, I mean, the game forced us to give up. But that was not my choice. It was the game's choice. Ooh, phasing could be fun today. Could lead to some fun stuff. This is a pretty lame eye room. Pretty lame. Yeah, I was thinking phasing on the Lumi could be kind of cool too. Limp Lumi? Hey! This is not limp. Not a bad Lumi drill. It's pretty solid. Don't worry, Dunk. It happens to the best of us. Now you have an all-in-one wand. Damage, digging, and movement. Just as I planned it. The Telly wand was near the entrance of Snowy. Oh, fuck. Let's see if this motherfucker... you know what? I think we'll be alright. I mean, if I didn't have my... That looked kind of cool, didn't it? If I didn't have this travel wand, I'd be a little nervous. I didn't have a way to recoil around. But we're going to the Wand Mart area. Surely we'll get a teleport there, right? Then we can always fall back to Snowy Depths. Yeah, we're not going to do any long distance casts today, just to make sure that nobody says, well, technically that's a trigger wand or something, or expiration wand. You know what I mean? Technicalities. Technicalities. Oh shit. Oh shit. Any heart mages over here? Don't see any. Drop that. Oh shit. Whoops. Grab the hearts. This may actually not be a bad idea to run something with this today. Hold on, let me think. Because we're doing a no triggers and timers. Could be something. Sure. That'll do. Wait, was there any other... Okay, copy random. This one I may want to grab. Least favorite spell? Least favorite... Probably Expanding Sphere. Anytime I try to work with it, I'm just never happy with the result. Where are you, Expanding Sphere? Actually, wait, no. Yeah, Expanding Sphere. Expanding Sphere, probably one of my least favorites. Firebolt. Firebolt, it is ass, but at least it's like, sometimes I'll shoot it at an enemy to kill them if I have it early, and, you know, it's whatever. Expanding Sphere, I don't even shoot that at enemies. It's like not worth my time. So this wand, the reason I turned this wand into my main damage wand, it has to always cast Gravity Field. I don't run that a ton, but for today, when you're shooting non-trigger timer builds, kind of gets a buff in value, I'd say. Alright, so we're looking for Teleport Bolt, which some people, what was it, somebody in the chat was, 314 was claiming that he found it near the entrance of Snowy Depths, which I don't even know how the hell I missed it. Must have been the opposite direction I went. And then also HP would be nice, but we can start going to Parallel Worlds to power up if we need to. Because we're going to have to get near the suns. We're doing the Gourd run. Extra lifetime could be something worth considering. You know what? Let's just use this as a backpack for now. Can't use timers. That there. And remember, like I always say, this formation right here is actually the exact formation that you can see how it spawns two flasks sometimes. I guess these flasks either broke, or I think it may just not spawned at all. They can have healthium. Like a healthium flask could spawn there. It's a low % chance, but it does happen. So anytime you see these formations, don't think, oh, I don't need any flasks right now, so there's no reason to look, because you never know when there's going to be that one that actually is a mega loot. The, you know, healthium that's just chilling there. Chaotic transmutation. I don't think we're doing any chaotic transmutation stuff today. Probably not. Get some water. I gotta get some energy. Remember to hydrate, chat. Keep the kidney stones away with water. I know. Exhilarating. Exciting. You know what is exhilarating? Not getting kidney stones. Does healthium heal enemies? Yes, it heals everything. Anything with a health bar that it can heal, I'm pretty sure. Except for maybe the statue. Maybe it doesn't heal the statue. I don't know about on that one. But even like the final boss, I believe, gets healed from healthium. I think everything does. Born to drink, forced to piss. Okay, that's one way to look at it. As long as you're drinking, that's fine. Oh my god, these explosive enemies, they're so annoying. They're just to make me angry. You just, like, in Noita, people ask when they're newer in the game, usually saying, like, how do enemy spawns work? Oh, there's teleports. They think that maybe there's some kind of system where enemies actually just spawn in. So, like, if you walk away from an area, there's new enemies spawning in. It doesn't work that way. But this is the one area that's kind of like the exception, where you get those people that are like, well, technically, there is an enemy that kind of spawns in. And it's the little mushroom guys in this zone. They do this kind of like, they get generated from this certain material. They just start appearing. It's really freaking annoying, actually. Toss that away. Grab that. Infestation? Sure. I don't know. Yeah, sure, maybe. The one itself is kind of sick, but I'm lazy. My god. Kill the frog. Thank you. That damn frog. Electric arc. Kind of a cool one. I guess we'll grab it. Who knows? Make it some kind of fun build going today with electric arc. You never know. Electric arc. That's always the goal. Even if it's not a great build, it's still fun as hell. Oh wait, did somebody get bingo? Who's got that bingo? Oh, Bobo's got it. Let's see. Let's see what kind of bingo winner we got in the chat. Damaged by an arrow? It's true. In fact, multiple arrows. The arrow trap and that one enemy in the first zone picked up an arrow on. Wins a run, always. Enters the fungal caverns. Sure. Creates something using Mimicium. Which is kind of rare to have gotten it without using the Mimicium quests. I mean, it's not super rare, but I don't do it that often, right? Usually you just shoot the flask, it breaks, and it pours over. But it actually stayed kind of nice and clean, so I used a bit of it. There you go. Bobo. Award. Bobo. With the Bingo Master glasses. And I also need to swap out this homing with that homing. Holy crap. Gotta watch where I'm traveling. Oh. Hold up now. Messed up all my hotkeys. Get it under control. We have an extra life. It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather not waste it in a moment like now. So we have to... Come on, game. Go, move up slowly. Alright, let's escape out of here. We'll go and heal up. Check all the resources and stuff. Also, I didn't ever build a better travel wand. Probably should consider that too. Not the best, but it'll do for now. Makes sense. Alright, so this is a wiggling egg. The wiggling eggs tend to spawn worms, but they are not guaranteed. I think there's a small chance you get like a Hamus from it or some shit. I think is how it works. I can't remember if the Hamus egg is named something different. I think it's still in the wiggling egg, right? Okay, so we throw down the wiggling egg. And then we blast him. Then we drink his blood. Okay, well, I'm trying to drink his blood. Alright, once we drink his blood, we get wormy vision. Wormy vision allows us to see in the dark. Then with this night vision, we are going to grab this. Grab this. And now we are healed up. Woo! Can you do that noise closer to the mic? Is it everything you hoped and dreamed, Synthotron? Is this the ASMR you came here for? D-Fear is just a hater.
Can you never do that again?
What? But I was told to do it. Now I'm getting mixed messages. On one hand, you guys are like, don't do that. On the other hand, you're like, don't stop doing that. You're just playing hard to get. Alright, we're gonna dig down. So this fight shouldn't be the craziest fight. What we're gonna do is we're going to put personal tentacler. We're gonna attach it to the luminous drill, and then we just, all we need to do is apply it to the boss, like so. Hello, boss. There you go. There you go. The tentacle starts shooting out of him, as you can see, and then we chill. Okay, he's not dying as fast as I would like. There he goes, finally. He took a moment, was kind of scaring me. Alright, so we can toss away all of these, because we got new stuff. Move some of these down here. New stuff. We got a moo. This is a really great drop here. Moo, towel. Towel. We put this here.
Do you think part of the Alchemist likes it when you cast that on him?
We got our infinite black holes set up. Good, good, good. I cannot believe you decided to do Gourd Moon, but when I suggest it, along with shifting healthium to piss, you say no. I can't believe this betrayal. We're going to do a random shift at the end with healthium. It could shift into piss, and all your wildest dreams will come true, Vex. We have infinite digging. We have decent tellies. I guess we just start powering up at this point. Prepping for the moon. Copy the speed. We are copying the speed. Or you wanted to copy it like in... hold up. In what sense? We could do... It's slow as hell with that additional cast delay, isn't it? What does Gourd Moon mean? Are you shifting the moon's material? No. It's an actual quest in Noita. So in Noita there are these gourds. I forget it. The gourds don't exist in parallel worlds, right? Okay, the gourd square is there, but not the gourds themselves. That's fine. The reason I was asking that is because in a little bit we're going to grab this item that goes up in this items area, and it is a gourd. And you can use that to change the way the boss looks. And then from there, it's part of a quest line, which the result is, if you do it all correctly, you actually get a tidal wave of healthium. So by the end of this run, we can have healthium. We could fill the world up with healthium if we wanted to. Just tons of it. You will see. Wait. Oh, I accidentally earlier I didn't even pay attention. Whenever I was flying by like this, I accidentally destroyed it. I wasn't and I didn't have any essences, so it's fine though. We still have more essence removers. It's just this run that kind of matters since we are gonna have essences and gonna need to remove them after we have done some stuff. We're here. I see some tucked in people. I think that's because Vex was already going to bed. He was tucked in without even plans for the gold room. You know what? I think we're ready for the long version today. Does the sun need removing for this quest? Yes. If you've done the sun quest before and then you want to do the Gourd Moon later, usually people do the Gourd Moon quest before they've done the sun quest, but so today, yeah, we've already have our sun quest done, so we're gonna have to move that damn sun so we can do the gourd quest. Which last time I had luck with one of the larpas, and I think it was White Hole Larpa. I don't remember which larpa it was. Shit, I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out, I guess. No! You stop that right now, sir.
Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages. It's a dunk thrill. Might get a victory. Extend your will.
Rude.
Every night he's out there screaming DunkTales. Tales of glory crouches when skill prevails. When it seems he's finally going to play the darn game, endless yapping never fails. Chainsaws explain, degens are betting. Come be a swelling DunkTales, self-proclaiming God game moving DunkTales. Tales of stalling, food rats and good dunk spells. Danger ways will find you. Avert your eyes, emotes will find you. Punch a goon and slide into some DunkTales.
No, Majestic, I will not. You're in the Shadow Realm, friend.
DunkTales, got giga brains and sweaty stains. It's DunkTales, drenched in sweat. I'll bet that orange hood smells. Dunkbot 2.0, gonna be here any year now. So hold your breath and hop onto some DunkTales. Every graveyard shift is gaming DunkTales. Tales of swearing, raging when his luck fails. Let's take a spin, might get a win on DunkTales. Tales of a legend, ball jokes and good dunk spells. Not gamble fails or them on snails. No DunkTales.
There we go. There's your DunkTales. And we collected almost all of the gold room while we were doing that. I don't think we'll need that much gold today. I just kind of collected it for extra. What should be the first quest someone should do if they've only beat Kolmi once? I would say it's not really an official quest, but as you kill the... there's other bosses in the world. As you kill them, you get like these pillar achievements, which kind of are like the quests of Noita. And so yeah, I would recommend just start getting used to fighting other bosses in the world, because there are many to fight. And like for example, in this run, I've already killed 2 bosses, and yes, by killing them, you do unlock spells, but realistically, if you want those spells, you just kill the boss again each run. So it's like the unlocks are more of like a, hey, congratulations, you did this thing for the first time, but you're probably gonna have to do it many times in the future. Oh shit, let me do this. A little bit of ambrosia. I don't believe shit from you, Majestic. You got yourself shadow round, my friend, and you only have yourself to blame.
The only actual useful unlock is the dragon lol.
Kinda true. Well, I would say it's the only useful one, the one that's statistically going to affect your runs in the future, yeah. The other ones are like, no, they're not, I mean, they're good, but they're just not going to show up, so. Fireball Orbit is going to show up, though. No specific boss is easier than another. Yeah, there are some bosses like that are necessarily, I guess, a bit easier. It's more like understanding the mechanic. It's almost like a rock, paper, scissors scenario, right? Where you, in rock, paper, scissors, you'd be like, oh, it's easier to counter, you know, rock with paper than it is to counter scissors with rock. You know, it's just like something counters something. If you know what counters something, becomes a lot easier. If you don't know what counters it, that's where I guess I would mainly judge the bosses. If you don't know how to deal with them, then yes, there is an order to difficulty, because some of them are not so clear how the boss is working exactly. Like you'll see visuals, but you're like, what exactly? How are his mechanics working? And some of them you can just kind of fumble your way through the boss fight, and he won't be that deadly. But once you know all of the bosses and how they work, they're all pretty straightforward. Nothing too insane. I guess maybe like the Kiwi boss takes a little while to get the setup for it, stuff like that. Is that the real Alchemist? It's an overworld version of the boss. They don't drop any spells, so they're usually not worth killing or anything. They're just kind of annoying. They're to protect the parallel worlds. So you avoid the portals. And see, if I had grabbed that more love that I was offered earlier, this would already be our second more love of the run, which would have been nice, but whatever. It's fine. It is fine. I may do some fun with that later. We'll see. Kiwi ended my run the first time I found him. Safe to say I use the wiki now. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's kind of like how some people enjoy the whole like Sherlock Holmes, finding out what exactly, how is this boss working, doing detective work. But then I'm usually more about like, I want to know how the boss works, and then the fun part is like, the challenge to me is getting the resources together so that then I can execute it properly. That's why I always feel like Noita, you know, people ask how I played Noita and stuff, and I did it where chat can just tell me whatever. Because even if somebody tells you how to do something in Noita, execution is the key. It's not like a puzzle game where somebody can tell you like, oh, the answer is do this and this, and then you're like, oh, well, I can't fail now. It's like, I can tell you step by step the right move to make, but you still can fail. Failure's always a possibility in Noita. Yeah, see, look. I just killed the pyramid boss for the first time, and my wand wouldn't damage him, so I used the laser eye, but the boss escaped the pyramid. I had to telehunt him in the sky while trying to use the eye. Definitely muddled through. See, and that is where that's where it comes to like ranking bosses. Like, if you were to kind of muddle your way through it, which one is going to be the most forgiving? And pyramid boss is probably up there. That's why I'd be listed as one of the easier bosses. While something like the bridge boss, if you don't know how the fight is working exactly, usually you just end up getting polymorphed and just killed. And so then that's like, okay, that's why that boss would be probably ranked a little bit more difficult. But then once you know how the boss works, the bridge boss, you can kill him in like a second with like a certain spell setup, and you're like, oh, that was easy, that's nothing. Even if you know how it works, you get polymorphed and killed. Listen, not me. Never would happen. Things that we're looking for are heals. Heals would be nice. And just anything to tank us up a little bit. We still don't have a single immunity, and those are kind of important to get if you plan to get near the sun. Because it has gravitational pull, it'll electrify you, all kinds of crazy shit. Can't find the Kiwi anywhere. The boss shouldn't despawn. Make sure you're on the right island. You gotta remember... is that Adon? Adon? Don't forget Adon, that there are 4 sky islands. So make sure that you didn't somehow end up at a different island thinking that like you were back on the island. You'll know you're on the right island if on the bottom right there's supposed to be a potion, a beer potion down here. Yeah, the layout should look like this. And not only that, the boss has a health bar if you're near it. So if you're in this area and you don't see a health bar, it means the boss somehow got out of this zone, and he can only move so far away. Which if he jumps off like the cliff or he does some weird shit, he'll do this thing where he just kind of infinitely falls. So let's say somehow the boss broke out of here, this little rock boss, and he up warped or he climbed up here and he jumps off this edge. What'll happen is he falls to probably about around here. And when he falls, you actually pick him up and it places him back here. And then he just drops. It just keeps looping forever. Same goes for, I think, over here. He'll just keep looping. So you have to look for him to find where he's doing this like loop, falling and catching him over and over. Gotta avoid the portals. Don't want to get teleported back to the main world. Yay, a heal. That's a big deal. Alright, we kill this guy. that guy. Alright, we got a heal. Nice, nice, nice. So in a bit, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make a combination heal and telewand so that it looks something like this. So that every time we're shooting our teleport, we're also shooting our heals. That's the goal, but obviously... Dude, my stomach's growling so loud. Obviously, we're a little ways off of that one. My stomach keeps going like... I think it's because I was eating a little bit of this chocolate cashews. It's like woke up my metabolism. I'm hungry! Hold that. Small snack. Anything good? There we go. Chainsaws, that's big. I don't think that should hurt us today. I think that's okay. Chainsaws. Oh, baby. The chainsaw should open up the black hole. It'll be faster now. Let me think. What am I doing wrong here? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Isn't that enough to wrap? Alright, let's do it extreme just to see. Yeah, shouldn't the chainsaw be at the end of that? Oh, it's the recharge time. No? Maybe it is just the recharge time. Yeah, it is, actually. Yeah, huh. Alright, well, we'll fix that soon, hopefully. The first wand is the most beautiful thing I've, the first wand is the most beautiful thing I've watched in my life. The first wand? You're talking about my wand? This one? You know, chat would disagree. They were really disappointed in my wand earlier. This wand fucking sucks. The piss wand? We're pissing now. Oh, that guy's kind of dangerous. Stay away from the overworld bosses. What's up with the God Run? Is this task going to do a Gourd Moon? Yeah, but you gotta remember that I have a sun sitting on top of my Gourd Moon. So we're gonna have to move the sun, and I'd like to make it at least enough of a setup that if it flings the sun at me, it won't be like, well, there's the run. Run is dead. So I am trying to prep a little bit. I don't need to be like super beefed up, but beefy enough. Is a pretty big one to have today. Exploding corpses. I do need that explosion immunity. So I'm happy with that. We'll grab the extra perk because we're still looking for that electric immunity. Without electric immunity, that sun is probably going to kill our ass. Not taking a Mikyo? Yeah, I guess we could grab that. You never know. Actually, we will probably do that with the healthium, won't we? Steal it? I would never steal from the shop. I am a good member of this Noita society. I pay for my spells, because it's the right thing to do. And because I'm too lazy. What is the current shop stealing glitch? It's not really a glitch, you just dig it out of the mountain. If spells fall out of the mountain, they become free. It's intended by the devs. I'm pretty certain. Is Deadly Heal better than regular Healing Bolt? Pretty much. The regular Heal Bolt does like a flat heal of 9. So if you put something like piercing on this heal, you can just hit yourself with that heal like rapidly, like every frame. Let's just say 10, like 10 health, 10 health, 10 health. While Deadly Heal is a % healing, meaning the more health you have, the more it heals. The negative is though, you could potentially get yourself killed if you're fucking around with it, because the heal on its own. For a second. The heal on its own, it doesn't You know, it isn't doing shit. Like, you just shoot it in the ground, it ain't gonna do anything. So you have to be like, all right, I want to do like a piercing deadly heal. And you'll notice my health bar kind of drops for a second whenever whenever I attempt to heal with it. There you go. You see, for a moment my health was like boom. And if you're low enough health, you could accidentally kill yourself before the heal even starts. So you have to be very careful. That's why it's called the deadly heal, because it can be deadly if you don't know what you're doing. I literally killed myself with piercing deadly heal on my last run because I got stuck and it did 600 damage. Yeah, see, there you go. 600 damage he did to himself with that thing. Whew. Said the Tron, what the hell? So piercing plus light shot would remove all damage from it. Yeah, that should be enough. Or, you know, deadly heal already is limited on its charges. So usually you would want to have Greek letters so that you can make it infinite. Well, Greek letters also, so like, let's see. Okay, let me get to a safe spot and I'll show you what this is kind of a safe spot, I guess. So if you have the Greek letters, use up this deadly heal real fast. So I'm like, oh, I don't have any charges, so I kill the Alchemist so I can get Greek letters. So something like Gamma. Gamma casts a copy of the last spell on your wand. So you'd be like, oh, let me put the deadly heal in the last. Okay, now I have more deadly heals. Well, likely, when you were getting this Gamma so you can cast more of the deadly heals, you'll get other Greek letters, such as the Mu. The Mu copies every modifier. So if you were to put piercing on this wand and a Mu, this is double piercing. And 2 piercings, each one, if you look at it, it says damage minus 15. So this would be minus 15, and this Mu would be another minus 15. So the deadly heal only does 30 damage. So minus 15, that's 30. So now it does 0 damage with this setup. That's how you can make it safe, so that you can only get healed by it, and there is absolutely 0 damage on it. So you don't have to worry about that risky moment of beating your ass. Yeah, extraterrestrial. That's what makes Noita crazy. Is there's always more to talk about. Not even just potential, like, oh, other things that could happen. It's about, in my current run, what I have with my current setup, how something could go wrong. So what extraterrestrial is talking about, with that setup of a piercing and a Mu, so that you're doubling the piercing negative 15 damage. I have a perk. You see the little ghost right there? Well, it's next to my mouse up here. The Hungry Ghost, whenever enemies shoot projectiles at me, the Hungry Ghost can eat these projectiles and will give a temporary buff. If I get a temporary buff, like let's say this guy tries to shoot me, at the same moment that I'm about to heal. Hey, you, try to shoot me. I have more love, so I guess he's not very aggressive. Oh, come on. There you go. See this right here? Your damage has been boosted. So if at the exact moment that I went to heal with that piercing Mu, thinking that there is no damage to be done to me, that Angry Ghost may pass a damage buff onto my deadly heal. So now it's back to being eligible to hurt me because he just boosted all of my damage. So then you'll have little situations where somebody posts a clip and they don't understand what happened, and it's some like freak scenario of like, well, you did everything to set it up properly, but you forgot to consider a perk that you grabbed hours previously gave you a damage buff that got you killed. That without electric immunity, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm just sitting here like, are we gonna try to move the damn suns without that immunity? It seems like a bad idea. Synthotron, don't even start with me. Ooh, we got some interesting stuff. Oh man, what the fuck? This last mountain was like badass. Electric immunity, which we needed big time. We got the add mana. Nice. Then we ended up getting this, which is an interesting one. Explosive detonator. Explosive detonator, what we can do... Oops, I fucked it up. Let's think. 40. So I need a way to make this cheaper. We could just get that other telly. That'd be nice. Explosive detonator. It's kind of a weird spell. It's like deep Noita science stuff that you really wouldn't use in like early runs ever.
You said no trigger, but that telly triggers me.
Sorry, Veldak. Explosive detonator, its job is that it like kills all projectiles around that have any explosive element. But pretty much everything in the game has like an explosive element to it, even if it doesn't seem like it. So for example, this telebolt right here, when I shoot it, teleports me from here to here, right? It jumps me some distance. Well, if I put the explosive detonator, and it, because of these multicasts, this explosive detonator will cast at the same time the teleport does. It actually kills the teleport the moment it fires off, leading to this tiny jump. This gives us more control over where we're moving, because we're doing rapid fire small jumps rather than just one long jump. The reason you don't really see a lot of people use the explosive detonator as a method to travel around, it actually can be pretty explosive. Like it can cause these, because explosive detonator detonates things, even things that don't seem like they should have an explosive element. And this small explosion, see right there, it ignited me, but also it's doing small explosions that can hurt me if I don't have explosion immunity, depending on the build. It depends on each build, but the point is you usually don't like to use explosive detonator unless you have explosion immunity. I mean, like I said, you'll have to feel it out. Different builds work different ways, but I do think that most people will like. Let me test something real fast. Yeah, see that? You see that? Those explosions right there. If I didn't have explosion immunity, I would pretty much just die. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, I was so confused on what was happening there. It needs to go this, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So put this here, and then there we go. Actually, it's not perfect, but it's better. Yeah, you could end up killing yourself with the explosions if you don't have an immunity to it. But I can show you another cool thing about it in one moment, where you do, if you can do a build with explosive detonator on your tele wand, you usually would like to. And I can show you on this guy right here. So there's lots of enemies that shoot deadly stuff, right? If you're spamming explosive detonator while enemies are trying to shoot you, the result of that is that the projectiles they're trying to hit you with, they die immediately. The more you're spamming it, the faster you spam it, the faster it's killing off those projectiles. Meaning some polymorphine shots, you're always afraid of a polymorphine shot flying and hitting your character. Well, if you're teleporting like this, it kills the poly shot before it can ever even hit you in the first place. Wait, what was that? There's another piercing. We don't really need it. Speed up. We also don't really need that. Oh, another add mana. Sweet. Grab the dice. Oh yeah, earlier somebody was asking about stealing. Yeah, it's literally just drop it out of the mountain and it becomes free. So then once their price tags disappear, you can grab them and you don't even have to have any money, and you're just gonna get it. There we go. Now I have infinite tellies. Never running out. I like it. I think we're gonna go prep our sun stuff now. This one, there is no known method for stealing these. I don't know, maybe one day somebody will find a way, but it doesn't matter if you drop it down for forever. I just never seen the price tag go away. Yes, we're on the daily. Yep. Oh yeah, one thing that's annoying is my black hole wand, this wand that I'm shooting like that. If I shoot my black hole and I teleport immediately after it, remember, explosive detonator kills the nearby projectiles. That includes the black hole, so that can be a frustrating thing if you're trying to move really fast. You have to like shoot your black hole, wait a moment, and then go. Which, yeah, that is a bit annoying. But the other cool thing I was going to show you. So what we're going to do is we're going to intentionally spawn in the bridge boss. And remember, like I said, I have explosive detonator on my telly wand. Every time I telly, we're shooting off these explosive detonators. So what we can do is we can chill next to the boss and just spam the explosive detonator. And I know it's kind of, the screen's kind of blurry because we're jumping around, but the explosive detonator is causing it to where whenever he fires off his offensive shots, they're just dying immediately. So we can just sit here forever. And in fact, you could, if you're feeling really frisky, you can kind of just teleport into his face, and you'll see that we can damage him, and you just slowly could chip away at him until he dies. Be a little careful. I mean, I doubt it is a problem, but I am always nervous of somehow him spawning like a poly shot directly on your face, even though it should have to be alive for at least 4 frames before it can poly the character. But still, I'm always afraid to be like, what if I time it so poorly? Just get polyed right there.
When I did this build because you taught me to, I insta-died. Don't forget to have explosion immunity, LMAO.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I was like saying that you gotta have that explosion immunity, but sometimes you forget. As hell, sometimes I forget. The explosion immunity, it depends on what you're using in your wand. But yeah, a lot of the times you do want explosion immunity. We're gonna kill him. Chainsawing the bridge boss to death. You're probably safe to just sit on him the whole time. Like I said, I'm always nervous about those damn poly shots. I don't trust them. Never trust them. I'd be so pissed if I was this boss. It's like, this is like what it's like being in summertime, going outside, whenever it's like the sun's starting to go down. There's fucking mosquitoes swarming your ass. Apparently in Finland, they got like crazy mosquitoes. I didn't know that. And last time we talked about it, chat was like, yeah, like 90% of Finland is just lakes. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I guess this is the true Finnish mosquito
Hell no, you're not safe
experience.
To sit on him with 2 Femi wand.
2 Femi wand? 2 frame wand? It's fine. No, it takes 4 frames for a poly shot to hit you. It's supposed to be 4 frames at least. Read Kubi, you're wrong on this. Oh, let's see. If you shoot explosive detonator each frame, it detonates itself. You can 2 frame it and you are fine. If you sit on top of him and he shoots, I think you die. That frame delay is on your own spells. I have not heard of enemy poly shots having delay. Are you sure? No. I don't know on this one. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I always assumed the 4 frame was just to make sure that the player could see a clear visual and was not confused on what. So I just applied it to kind of everything. But you could be right, Kubi. I don't know. Point is, yeah, be careful. Be careful around the poly shots then. Don't trust them. He almost threw by accident. Well, I was kind of trying to not be at the origin spawn. All right, but let's go do the Gourd quest, the important part of it, which is, well, actually no, we can't even begin the Gourd quest until we've moved the sun. So let's go do that. Let's go move the sun using our massive brain. We shouldn't need any more gold. I think we have enough. So we're going to take a portal. We're going to use the portal now. We've been avoiding all the portals, but now we're going to be like ready to go home. Take me home, game. Oops, I did not mean to grab that. The question is, do we go down to hell, collect the resources there, then try to move the sun? Or do we grab the resource? We'll grab the resources up in heaven, I guess. It's just heaven has enemies that bleed polymorphine, so it's not always the safest place to go around collecting resources, you know? I just realized that we did not grab the moon radar. Then all we gotta do, travel over here. I don't know why I didn't grab this earlier. Grab this. This is a radar that points to the moon at all times. The moon is the, you know, big part of the quest that we're doing today. It's kind of you don't have to have it, but it's kind of annoying navigating up in the sky area without it. Can be a bit frustrating. Wait, I forget, is it a 1 square gap? I always forget, man. It is, we are looking for, okay, no. The God damn it. I was scrolling and I clicked the donate. Next thing you know, we're subscribed to WUOTE's OnlyFans. One misclick away. Alright, so we're wanting to hit that area. We hit this edge. Go follow that up. There we go. I highly recommend it. Solid content. What? How the hell? How did I mess this up? Oh, there it is. We're looking for Omega White Hole, though we may also grab Omega Black Hole as a backup. The poly blood is calling. That's what I'm afraid of. That guy right there. You shoot him, he bleeds poly. So, yeah, be afraid of him. He's not a nice guy. Hey, Omega White Hole. Alright, so we have the White Hole. Then, from there, I think it was like a larpa that we're supposed to look for. Which, if I remember correctly, the larpas are in the hell pool, right? Yes, no, maybe. Could be a divide by that I'm supposed to look for. There's a divide by 10 if I need it. Why White Hole? It has a strong push. It shoves stuff. So we're trying to move the sun out of the way. It is like big time in the way right now. You'll see in a second. Basically, think of it as like the finish line for this quest is the same finish line for, or is the same spot where a part of the sun quest is done. So when we try to finish this quest, there's a giant sun in the way. So we have to move it so that then I can actually properly finish out the quest. Gotta shove it out of the way. Oh my god. This is like when I need to find a healer moment in the hiisi base. Yeah, you're looking all over the place. Where is it? I could be misremembering. I'm pretty sure it's in the hell pool. Don't move the sun like this. This, yes. I'm glad you linked this clip. Wait, who was that? Who was that? Megarone. He's showing you just how deadly it can be. Looks like he was doing exactly that. He was trying to move the sun out of the way. Likely Megarone was doing some questing, some kind of moon quest stuff as well. And as you can see, he is moving it. But the moon, okay, this, for all you science people out there, is not going to make sense for a moment. But the moon has this really strong gravitational pull that when the sun is sitting on top of it, when you move the sun, it tries to pull it back to the center. So you have to somehow outpull the moon, which is very difficult. So that's why he was like even risking getting that close, is because he's trying to shove that damn thing out of the way. And when he did that, the moon kind of ran him over, which just murdered his ass. The moon has more gravity than the sun. Yes. Yes, that'll be on your science quiz. And by the way, that's the science they don't want you to know about. Trust me, I learned it in my flat earther classes in Texas that they had us mandatorily take. Is the quiz multiple choice? No, it is essay. Why not use the music note? For the music note to be useful, you either have to not be on the moon. Like this moon, if you try to use a music note, it just isn't going to be strong enough on its own. If you fly into the center of the sun, then bring the music note out, yeah, it's pretty good then. But at that point, you are also in a god run. Like we're talking, you're soaking millions of damage like it's nothing. So then, yeah, you can use the music note in that case. But obviously in this run here, he didn't have that kind of power, and in my run here, I'm not that powerful. I'm not powerful enough to soak, millions of damage like it's nothing. All right, I have a little bit going for us. Let me get organized. I'm actually going to leave a lot of this wand chilling here for now. The reason for that, sorry, I'm burping from eating all that chocolate. The reason for that is because we need an extra wand. And the reason we need an extra wand is because we need to move the sun. So we're going to drop right through this spot here. Ah. Alright, and then we go here. We're going to grab the Wand of Swiftness, jump into the portal, strip the Wand of Swiftness. Probably should heal first, real quick. Real quick, like, oh. There we go. Healed up. Larpa Explosion. Omega White Hole. Oh, fuck, we can't use a trigger. Hold up now. I mean, luckily it's the White Hole. White Hole's not nearly as deadly. It is a little scary, though. So when you kill it with the explosive detonator, hold on. This is gonna be tricky. Phasing arc. It's not a bad idea. Try to like throw it at the sun better. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. And we'll even throw a speed up on there. Let's try that. Wouldn't downwards LARPA be better? Was there a downwards LARPA that you just saw? I was looking for LARPA earlier, but I couldn't find it. Slow them down so they don't move. Do you think that one... Well, actually, we're using this to get it closer. You gotta remember that the LARPed version doesn't get the modifiers. I meant to look for it. No, yeah, I would like the downwards LARPA if I could find it, but sadly I don't know. I don't know where one is. Alright, let's see if we're able to... Oh shit. Let's see if we're able to move this sun. This is gonna be interesting. So remember to use moon radar when you're doing stuff involving the sun. So it's that little marker right there. That's where we're heading. So first you go directly up, and then whenever it's to our left, looks pretty left there, we start to head in. Gotta be careful, the sun will just tear us apart in like a second. We have extra life and saving grace, it's the only thing making me feel somewhat safe. Alright, we're here. A little dangerous. Alright, so we're gonna shoot this at it. Oh shit! Jesus Christ! I was like, is that getting louder? Shit. Like a jump scare. Look at it, I was like, okay, we're good. Thing was coming at me. Oh, the sun is killing it off, actually. Hey, here we go. Can hear it, but I think it's out of the orbit. It's not moving towards me, is it? Jesus, it's hurting me. Oh my god, you see just fucking shred my health bar? Jesus. Alright. So, the moon is prepped. Now, to get everything else we need in place. Now to actually do the Gourd Moon quest. You know what I just realized? We never found a proper way to get down into hell. Music notes. That's the key. Sometimes you just gotta listen to the music. Alright. So be careful whenever you're messing with the essences, because they can be kind of volatile, kind of rough to deal with. So we want to grab all of the main essences. Oh my god. Woo! That was intentional. I just wanted to feel alive. And I'm feeling alive, baby. Hero, thank you for the 52-monther. I am spending my sub to take back non-stop bisons. You know what? I think that's fair. I think you should be able to pay the amount that a sub was worth to take people's subs away. That's what Twitch needs to implement. Twitch, there you go. Free $1 million idea for you. Yes, you've heard of gifting subs, but have you ever heard of gifting unsubs? That's the future of Twitch. You're like, hey, I'm having a good time. I like this community. I want that guy to have to watch ads because fuck that guy. And you could rip his sub away from him. Boom, genius. You want to undo their transaction. Well, you want to keep their transaction. They still spend the money. They just lose the benefits. A, D sharp, E, G. Okay. Wait, what's happening here? Oh yeah, I want to go to the far right side of this island. And then we go directly up. There we go. So we're grabbing, there are 4 main essences. Oh, I made a mistake. I just realized that. I have made a mistake, chat. Destroy us all! I have made a mistake. So my mistake is, I need to turn the boss into a gourd version of the boss before I grab any of these essences. But I'll just have to do this in a weird order. Let me real quickly restart to make sure my game is as stable as possible. Because I don't want it to freeze up while we're doing this.
How about to partnerize a streamer?
Oh shit. The minimum they have the minimum requirements to like get partner status. So now there's like a minimum requirements to revert their partner status. I like it. Genius. So what we need to do is we actually need to grab this thing, this item called a gourd. And the reason you want to do this before you grab the essence is because the gourd is actually very fragile. It breaks super easily, and we have damage shooting out of our character. So you'd rather not, you know, you'd rather not have that happening. So this guy right here, he's the problem. Oh shit. So we want one of those. You see them? The refreshing gourds. We want to grab one of those without this guy trying to shoot us and breaking all of them. That's my fear. I'm just looking for the perfect moment where he's, he keeps roaming a little ways away. Like he's thinking about it. This is annoying, the fact that this guy's there. I mean, I should be immune to him, but I'd rather not deal with this bullshit. Get out of there. The best way to do this is when you don't have these essence on you, you go up here, it will draw his enemy aggro, and he'll follow you down here. Come on. There you go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, see, it broke one of them. Ah, we got one, we got one. Okay, so when these essences are one of those things that every once in a while you have people stop by your community and say, oh, I've run out of places to heal. I use my Holy Mountain Hearts, and I use the Dark Cave Heart, and I don't have any hiisi healers. Where else can I heal? And I'm like, ooh, you're in a rough spot. Maybe parallel worlds, blah, blah. And there's always somebody in the chat that's like, well, technically, if you want, you could go to the gourds. The problem is, to get to these gourds really safely, you need to be able to have really good digging to dig up the side of the wall. Otherwise, you're having to travel through this area, which you saw had some pretty spicy enemies. But yes, they can full heal you. They can full heal you. So we have the gourd, the refreshing gourd, up in our inventory. We currently have 2 essences, which you should grab the gourd first and then grab the essences. But, you know, like I said, I fucked that up a little bit. This is essence number 3. So we have 3 of the 4 main essences. Yeah, exactly. If you ever do destroy all of those, Toveri has them. And while so that room I just went to, which is this spot right here, the little gourds. This room, pretty easy to find. Far left wall, go up a little ways, you'll find the gourds. But they don't exist in parallel worlds, they're empty. But it's not the end of the world because you can always just find one of the bosses called the Toveri boss, which I believe this map he where he spawns changes. So yeah, I have to find him real quick so I can show it. Where are you, Toveri? Am I blind? Oh, there he is. So this was his spawn. You can tell it was his spawn. Normally you see the enemies. They didn't load up, I guess, in the map viewer. But you'll see that there are little gourds. I think the amount of gourds that spawn with Toveri, though, I think they do vary a little bit. I can't remember if it's 3 every time. I think you may just get like 1, 2, or 3, something like that. But you can grab one from here. You just need one. It doesn't matter where the hell you grab it. Once you have one in your inventory, now you're heading down to the boss. All right, there's the boss. You can do this at any time. There's no, like, if I didn't need to do anything else previously to get this next step to happen. If you just have a refreshing gourd in your inventory and you walk near the boss, it will turn them into a gourd. It's like a reskin, a gourd version of the boss. You can then grab the essences afterwards. It doesn't matter. I was trying to be somewhat efficient by grabbing 3 of them early. But yeah, so the boss is now in its gourd form. It was previously thought that you then had to start the boss fight to then lure the gourd boss to the sun. But, in fact, that actually may have been true, I think, in the early days of Noita. But then they eventually made it where once you walk towards the boss and you load him in, he actually stays loaded in unless you restart your game or close it down for a moment. So even if I walk far away, the boss is still loaded in. Right now, normally walking away from a zone unloads it, but that's not true for the boss's zone. It stays loaded in. Well, since that boss is loaded in, the game assumes he's near me. So when I go do the gourd quest, it's going to say, oh, the boss is nearby. Yeah, he brought the boss here. And so yeah, you don't have to go through the whole escort mission and all that crap. You can just say, oh, the game will essentially think he's close enough to allow you to do the quest. If you're curious where I'm going right now, I'm trying to find a warp down into hell. Take me to hell. I tend to save the hell essence to be the last one that you grab, because it is the one that is like the biggest pain in the ass. The bottom right will take us to hell. And remember, digging out of here will be very difficult for me because I don't really have the greatest setup for digging through lava. That's why I grabbed the music notes to save myself the trouble. We'll discuss that in a moment. So you just head to the far left. That's what I'm doing right now. Far left. And there it is, the 4th main essence. Let me heal up real quick if I can. What are we gonna... fuck it, we'll just heal up afterwards. We probably should heal up now, because it is the most dangerous of the essences. Just do this, I guess. See if we can get this to work. There we go. Yeah, there. This fire is annoying, man. A, D sharp, E, G. A, D sharp, E, G. So we grab this. This is called the essence of water. When you grab it, it will begin to shoot lava out of your character. This is a big pain in the ass and can be very deadly, especially because you see when you're standing on the ground, it just dunks you into lava. So we're going to play that song that we have. And go over here. So now we're back on the surface. Save me having to travel through all that crap. Let me real quickly fill up my water flask just to make sure, because I currently don't have any fire immunity. Alright, and then we just head up. So we have the 4 main essences. We have turned the boss into the gourd version of the boss. And because I had already done the sun quest, I did move the sun out of the way. Normally, if you haven't done the sun quest, you don't have to worry about that sun being in the way. It's literally just going to be a moon chilling. One more detail is I want to empty out... I want an extra spare flask on my character if I can. Alright, we have an empty flask right there. Alright, heading up. With that, Zordak, I have my second god run going. I am currently working on breaking the reroll machines. I am aiming to get as much spells as possible in this run. I've already killed the Alchemist and the Pyramid boss, but nothing else. Any suggestions on how to approach this? I mean, it really depends on what you got. I mean, you've killed the Alchemist, you've killed the Pyramid boss. These are huge things. So you already have Greek letters. Maybe if you haven't gone, if you're already feeling powerful, you can, the earlier you go to parallel worlds, the better, because you just start stacking up perks more and more and more. You just become so ridiculously powerful. But if you're like, hey, I don't have any black holes, I don't have any, like, there's some big resources you're still looking for, just head down to Wanmart. Wanmart is the nickname of the overgrown, this area right here, this blue area. So there's the pyramid, you go over the pyramid, look at that down arrow. This area here, you collect all of your greatest resources. You may not have Tinker with Wands everywhere, but if you're looking for like one thing specifically, like black hole or whatever, you just grab the black hole wand, carry it back to a mountain, edit it up, and you're good to go. I don't know, that's the most general advice I can give. Every situation is different though. Please read the question. What does it say? Okay, now it's changed. Now you guys are changing it. No. Is this I've replaced? Hold on. You guys have modified it. Okay, Zordak originally said one. I've already killed it. Nothing else. Any suggestions how to approach this? Because yeah, it looks like they're just looking. They're just trying to power up. They're asking the best way to power up, and I'm saying I don't know what they're missing for like the power up. But then when I scroll down, it's turned into I've already replaced her husband and kids. Wait, hold on. What? I'm currently having my second Gilf run going. I'm currently working on breaking her hip. I am aiming to put her in a nursing home as fast as possible in this run. I've already replaced her husband and kids, but nothing else. Any suggestions? What the fuck? What's wrong with you guys? Jesus Christ. Alright, anyways. So the boss is gordified. We have the 4 main essences. And we're flying into the center of this. And see this right here? We want to collect some of this. We don't need a lot. It's kind of hard to see, I know. It was a green liquid. It would help if I could be more organized. But yes, so by touching the center of it while having the gourd boss and the 4 essences, it summoned in all this liquid here, which I'm scooping up a lot of it. Oh shit! Lava got in our flask. No! This is bullshit, man. No! I think we may have actually lost it all. I think we lost all of it. Fucking essences, man. I just wanted to make something cool with it. It probably wouldn't have been that cool anyways. Let me see if I can luck into some that flew off to the side somewhere.
Just what we call a skill issue.
It's not a skill, it's just fucking essence, man. I guess I could have fungal shifted helium. No! Basically, if you're curious what happened there, we were given healthium, but because lava is shooting out of us, it kept going inside of our flask, and then it was turning it into helium, which is a gas, and I didn't want that. I wanted the liquid. So I guess the best way to go about it is you would run into that, but then immediately run away from the spot, go remove the essences, and scoop up a little healthium off the ground. While you don't have the essences. I was trying to do it at the same time to save myself the trouble, but that was not the move. We really didn't need the heals or anything like that. I was kind of grabbing it for the fun of it because it's just kind of fun having some healthium stuff in your run. But it's all gone. I was looking for a pocket of it somewhere. But yeah, there's all the touch-up spells that you get for doing that little combination there. No fun healthium shifts today, I guess. Trying to see if there's like a pocket of it somewhere on the ground. Dude, this essence is so annoying. It's actually pissing me off. Let me... There you go. So you destroy that thing, all these little stones go flying at you. Every essence has a stone assigned to it. The electric stone, which for some reason just jumped all over the place. This one is with the essence of air. Essence of air. This is the firestone. Actually, wait, that is the right one, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, this is the firestone. I don't know why it looks so weird visually. Kind of funky. That's with the essence that is wait, what is it just called? The fire essence? Yeah, fire. The one that's on the island. This is the lake island. This one's up in the cloudscape, the one that's above the island. the electric stone. This is the water stone, which is from the essence sent down in hell, which is the essence of water. And then there is the essence of earth, which gives you the Tanner Kivi, the little earth stone. Grab the water stone instead of the flask. That is true. It is kind of nice having that instead of it. Just if you're curious why he suggested that, basically the water stone is kind of fun to goof around with. And where's something that I can show an example? So let's say that you're like, hey, I don't want any berserkium on my character. Just bringing out the water stone for a moment is like submerging yourself in water. It's like swimming in it, essentially. Reed Larander, you should have looked at Noita because the shift would have been OP. Oh, don't say that yet. Hold on. Let me see if I can recover some. Because I'm trying to remember my materials. Is healthium the one that expires after a set amount of time? I'm trying to remember if it's lively concoction. I think it's lively concoction that expires after a certain amount of time. Healthium stays until you use it, correct? Am I misremembering my liquids? So if it's the one that stays until you use it, I'm like, maybe is the one they both heal you, okay? Is absorbed by the player. So yeah, it's the one that does it. It doesn't time out though, right? So since it doesn't time out, there could be a stray pixel or two to be saved. So let's see if we can luck out. Any little speck of healthium left. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let me get below it, because it shouldn't be that far off from it if it is around. I can hear it, actually. There's helium, the gas, stuck in the clouds. Can definitely hear the healthium. Cast Mimicium and pray. That'll be our last resort. Once I've like say, okay, we're fucked, then I'll just cast Mimicium and pray. Because if it hits lava, it's just gonna be kill off any potential stray pixels of healthium that's out there. Alright, well, let's get ready for desperation mode and see what happens. Let me just travel down a little bit further just in case there's something that's like a... Oh! Wait, what is that? Is that all? Is that the ambrosia? How the fuck I poured out? Oh, because I was pouring it out whenever I was doing that sun stuff. That is why. I was gonna say, how the hell did that little bit I pour out go all the way down there? It's like, oh, that makes sense actually. Yeah, it's probably not worth the trouble anyways. I was just gonna do it for fun. And not only that, but it actually shows the power of Mimicium, because you just need one pixel. One single pixel of it and you can make an ocean. Yeah, it probably is the ambrosia that I'm hearing down there now. Let me hear the helium gas again and maybe... Alright, well, let it ride. Would it make a lot of... What is that? Can't even tell. Did it just do fire? I think it just made a lot of fire. Alright, anyways, no fun healthium stuff. I gotta remember that for the future in case one day we ever try, like, that. If the run is, like, based around healthium, gotta be like, alright, the moment I lock in the... or I get the healthium, I'm gonna fly away from it immediately. That way it kind of like, because if you move far enough away, it will kind of freeze the area, and then once it's frozen that area, we can go get rid of the essences. Then when we come back, the area will start, you know, loading in again, and the healthium should still be like right around where we just did the quest. Left on the pedestal, go back up. Oh shit! Did it just vanish? I swear it just expired. Oh no, I can still see it. I'm pretty sure my character's hitbox hit it before my flask did. There actually was some though. It did say healthium. Wait, I still see it. It's still there. It's giving off like little pixels. Mimicium? Yeah, that's a good call. Let's see what happens. Oh shit! Genius! Thank you, Force. Force said pedestal, and then I looked at this pedestal and I saw a couple pixels right next to it. We got healthium! Woo! Force says, you're welcome. Force never gave up hope. That's my kind of dude right there. He knows what's up. Never give in. Even when all hope looked like it was lost. See, all you need is one pixel. Once you have one pixel, it's like, whew, we're set. So now, yeah, you got those eagle eyes. Scoping out for that single green pixel. You can smell the pixels. We're going to pour out a little bit of the water, because remember, it pours from the categories like equally. So we poured out a little bit of the water, so that whenever we jump into the Mimicium, there is only healthium in my flask. So we know it's guaranteed to only make more and more healthium and nothing else. So now we have 100% healthium, and in fact, if we really wanted to, we could just throw the healthium right there into the pool of Mimicium. And this is why I said, like, once if you can find one pixel of a material, you can just make infinite amounts of it, which is pretty cool. Mimicium for days. And if you're curious about that interaction that was happening just a little while ago and why our flask like went bad, is because while we were collecting the liquid, what was happening is there would be pixels of lava were getting into my flask because of the stupid essence, and whenever lava gets into it, it makes this gas. And while this gas is also very helpful, I wanted the liquid because I don't know, it just seemed like it was the whole purpose of getting healthium liquid, try to do a fungal shift with it, because the gas, yes, you can still do fungal shifts with the gas if it's inside of a flask, but if something happens and I accidentally, my character throws up or some shit, it will go into the flask and most likely take over as the dominant material, since I really didn't have a lot of it. While healthium, on the other hand, you can easily make a ton of it because it's a liquid and Mimicium will mimic it. So I can fill it up to 100%, and now we can just do a random fungal shift. I almost looked up the shift, I wanted to see what it was, but now we're about to find out the truth. What is the shift? Got some fungus. Oh, we're shifting. There he goes. Healthium 100%. Got to eat over 180 seconds worth. All this, and it's just going to shift away immediately. And so now I don't have to worry about throwing up in my flask because I have 100% healthium. So it's no other material can get in it. It's dominant. Acid. Oh, acid to healthium. Not a bad one. Means that now there's even more of it in the world. It's even more plentiful. Let me think if there's anywhere interesting. Yeah, acid trail is now healthium trail, which is pretty cool. Yep, pools of healthium. Anywhere you should see acid, now it's healthium. Yeah, there's a sea of acid, which is now sea of healthium. Those little pockets. See where it says healthium transformed? Because that was originally acid. What do you mean before when you said you could hear ambrosia / healthium? Healthium gives a kind of sound. Can you hear it? The kind of, I don't know how to describe it, because when you say shimmering, I think of visuals of a shimmer, but the audio is kind of like, it reminds me of like a shimmer or some shit. That sound, yes, it sounds shiny. Yeah, there you go. That's the sound of healthium. The problem is ambrosia also has a sound, which I think is very similar. So let's see. See, it's quiet. They may be identical for all I know. See, there's the ambrosia. And then... do we keep hearing... wait. Turn off the music, true. Turn off the music. I think a lot of the magical liquids, I don't know how it works exactly, but they definitely, you can tell when you're near some magical liquids. They give that kind of like sound effect. Hold up, where is... Oh, it's... Am I looking in graphics? Just look in the graphics. Music. Okay, it's currently at 80, so we're going to turn it down to 0. Wait, make sure... Do I have to hit save? I don't know why I keep clicking graphics. I keep thinking audio is the second tab. Yeah, so you can hear the... On the... Because it's Acceleradium's also considered in that magic liquid. Now, I don't know if there's a slight difference in the audio. There could be. There you go. That's the liquid sound. Yeah, I think there may be subtle differences between some of the liquids, but in general, there's like magical liquids have that sound, I think. Which up in heaven, I think that could have maybe the polymorphine that one dude bleeds may have also been misleading me every time I was like, oh, I can hear it, but it may have just been me hearing the poly, something like that. We'll do one more shift in just a moment. I don't know if we'll get anything lucky, but what you're mainly hoping for with those fungal shifts, I mean, obviously is creating more healthium. We ended up creating more, so that was considered a good shift. But something that is really exciting is if you get something like water into healthium, then that means that, of course, your water is healthium, but I have a water stone right here that when I bring it out, instantly douses me in water. But if water is healthium, what will happen is the water stone, when you bring it out, will instantly douse you in heals. It will douse you in the healthium effect, the healthium stain. The second one is the best. Oh shit, I'm hoping for water. This area here will have more fungus for us to get our character high off of. Boom. There we go. Shift number 2. Gotta be careful with these vomit. Oh shit! Vomit? Wait, do I throw up healthium now? No, it doesn't look like it. Wait, does it? Hold up. Let me eat something that makes me sick. No, I just... Kind of hard to see because everything's green. It's like 15 layers of green. There we go. It's just vomit. Vomit, it was something that healthium did not affect because healthium is still healthium and it said the message vomit and we see vomit, so vomit. So, probably some random material like oil into vomit or some crap. Oh yeah, look at this. This is normally the acid vat. Now it's a healthium vat. Pretty nice. Pretty healthy. Oh, definitely a little bit of lag there. Oh, look at this. Circle of acid. Oh, wait, I forgot. When you fungal shift it, it's actually not exciting. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a little lame. The sea of ones do better job, though. I don't know why this circle of stuff just, like, is puny. It's like, oh! I checked the material files. There are just 2 sounds, magical or lava. Molten metals have lava sounds. Oh, so they literally is just that little shimmering for everything. Lame. So I must have, probably most of the time I wasn't even hearing the correct thing. I was just hearing some ambrosia. Oh yeah, one of the traps in this zone, there are traps that shoot out acid. So it means now they'll actually be healing traps. Traps that if you walk near them will try to healthium you. I keep seeing the arrow traps. Oh wait, that guy, this guy's trying to healthium us. Let me heal you. Thank you, buddy. Oh, there's an acid one. Hold on. Get out of here. There you go. Oh wow, I didn't even recognize that. There's actually a... I didn't even realize that there was a projectile at the front of it. I always thought I was just getting hit by the acid that did that little 8. So I guess it's just... I wonder what the projectile is considered. Is it still just an arrow? It does 8 damage. It's got a little trail of acid on it. Woo! And there he is, the little gourd boss that we left forever ago, still chilling in his gourd form. Just Dree Joshua? I did. Oh, he's got a bingo. Oh, let me check that in 1 second. If I don't murder myself in the process. Fuck it, we're not even waiting on the shield. We don't give a fuck. He looks crazy. What a silly wand. There we go. No triggers or timers used today. Murdering our little gourd buddy. And just out of curiosity... oh, by the way, when you bring out the water stone when you're near lava, you can turn it into this this volcanic rock, which is pretty cool. But what I wanted to check real fast, in case the next shift was anything crazy. So the seed that we're on, it was shift number 1 was acid into held material. Shift number 2 was lava to lava. Wait. Oh, so it re-rolls it into a different shift, so you actually don't know what it is. The website doesn't show you. So since it's one material into itself, the same identical material, instead it was something something into vomit. I don't know what the first material was. What does the beta one shows it, the substitute one, does it? I thought it skipped it. I think it used to skip and now it re-rolls it. Latali will remember. He was the one that I remember explained it back in the day. Only Juan shows it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We can just literally look here. Shift was oil, swamp, and peat into vomit. So there you go. Shift number 2 would be water, brine, and chili water into gunpowder. So again, we wouldn't be able to affect it. And then the 4th shift would be held material. So if we held our healthium, we'd be holding it, would turn into ominous liquid. So the 4th material the 4th shift would just ruin our healthium, which would be very sad. And so there isn't anything too crazy. This one's the best one, which was just acid into the held material, which we held healthium. Not bad. Not bad. Shift 15 could make water into healthium. Let's see. That's true. So what he's saying is you hold the material water, so hold a water flask, and it will turn into acid. But you got to remember that earlier on, with shift that we already had happen, acid turned into held material. So in a way, you add shift number 15, you could turn your water into healthium with some kind of jank shift going on there. No, we're not going to extend the run for that. I would just show it in case anybody was ever wanted to do that stuff. Just know that when you're starting to do shifts and like things start to like get layered, you get some broken shifts, meaning like you end up seeing a material that looks one way but may act another way. It's like a hybrid. It's like two materials become like fused together, and it acts. If you touch it, maybe it affects your character one way, but then when you eat it, it affects your character another way. It's crazy. And then there's another one that is a reaction chain. That one is also possible. But we got the win. We got the dub for today's challenge. We even got us a nice little bonus water stone. And for the hell of it, we'll go ahead and dump out the rest of our healthium for the Noita. This is for a sacrifice for the Noita gods. Oops, I didn't mean to go to my ambrosia. Sacrifice for the Noita gods. Pray for some healthium. Also, remember that you can always just put a little bit of lava in your flask like so. Make your own helium in the flask, and then that way, if you ever wanted to, you could do a fungal shift with helium, and then if something happens and you lose the helium, well, we already left tons of healthium around, so it's like you could have separate versions of healing liquid. So let's say I shifted with this helium right now. Oh crap! Well, that's being funky. Let's say I shifted with this helium right now, and it shifted helium into rock. So we lost helium. Well, it'd be fine because we still have this right here, which would give us access to the to our good old healthium. So multiple healing possibilities for fungal shifting, in case anybody ever looks to head down that road. Maybe we'll do something with that in the near future. But let's lock in the dub. Actually, wait, we don't want to go die where the peasants die. That's embarrassing. Every time you do that, you know, people point and laugh. They're like, wait, isn't that where the noobs die? I can't go dying where the noobs die. Not me. GG. This was the Gourd Moon quest daily run, and we did it without any triggers or timers the entire run. Not used at all. Not even for a second. Not even a miscast. Perfect gameplay. As we tanked the Dark Sun for a little bit. GG. Thank you for the love, chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Win number 2,472. Remember that our event is getting closer. So I'm gonna, if you ever have any really creative ideas, feel free to throw them out. I've heard some ideas, but nothing so far stands out to me to say like, ooh, I want to do that for our next event run. If you don't know what an event run is, every 100 wins, we try to do something special in Noita that we've never done before. Some of these events, I've done a fantastic job, and I've got them done in like 10 or 11 hours. Some of these events have taken, in fact, my longest event stream was around 56 hours long. Yes, a stream that lasted 56 hours. Yes, I did end up sleeping on the floor at one point, but the rules for my event streams are, I set a goal for something I've never done in Noita before, and the stream does not end until I achieve that goal. Now the technicality, the way I get around that little rule is that as long as if I sleep on the stream, then I'm still on the, we're still live, we're still going. So that is my one little loophole, that if it ever gets real bad, how I can keep the stream going without dying on stream. Like dying in real life, I mean. I still vote world record attempt for the event. That was one of our recent events, Joshua. We actually got a world record. We took one of Yolk's world records away. That one was a rough one. That one was a rough one. One of my longest events that I've ever done. That one went for 2 days. But I got it done. Idea for the next challenge, all boss pacifist run. Yuck. Disgusting. Grim had a great idea for the event run. Let me check it, and then we're gonna wrap things up for today. /user Grim. What's up, Grim? Dunk, what about a challenge? Use a mod to replace all spell icons with the name with question and kill all bosses without knowing the spells unless you use them. So, okay, I get you. So every wand that we come across, we're just going to have questions, and I have to fire them at least once to kind of like uncover what the spell actually is. It's a pretty cool idea. I actually do like this challenge. I didn't do something like this, I don't think. There's a mod. I can't remember what it's called. It's an old mod, but what it is it's like, maybe just be called randomly generated spells. And the way it works is whenever you start a run, it creates, all the spells are created on the fly. As in like the spells from one seed to another seed are completely different. You don't know what they are. You don't know the details about them until you use them. Like, it's like if spark bolts didn't exist. Instead, a spark bolt is the result of like randomness, just creating a thing and calling it a spark bolt and just giving it a name. And that it just happens to have those mechanics. That's the closest I can think of. Who had this idea? Grim. Grim is Grim Hoff, one of our old school community members. It's a pretty good one. I like this idea. Because the randomly generated spells ones I didn't like as much because there's this whole feeling of,
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is
I don't know, it feels like a pretty heavy RNG fest, and this one seems more exciting because there is a level of consistency, but you have to kind of uncover each spell. You have to kind of like, what does this spell do? Fire it once, and maybe you use things like ambrosia or whatever to make it safe. It'd be awesome. That's how spells work in NetHack. Oh, really? I'm gonna repeat that knowledge in the future there, Cloud. I mean, not Cloud, Husky, because Cloud, she's like a NetHack addict, and she talks about it all the time. So one time I'll act like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, did you uncover any spells today? Anything crazy? I mean, I know that they're randomly generated, and you had to cast them to find out. She's like, what? Yeah, I just played NetHack a couple times in my day. I know what I'm talking about. I can try making the mod. We'll get back to you. I have not done Lua in a while. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Old School Roguelikes did proper random gen everything. I think it sounds awesome, but I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't quite hit the same when you have like... It's like you like randomness. It's procedurally generated is awesome. Randomly generated is awesome, especially like with the worlds randomly generated, all that. But I feel like you need some kind of foundation to make the runs feel less like an RNG fest and instead just are like different adventures. Instead of just being like, oh, this one was a good luck adventure, this one's a bad luck adventure. It's more like they're all good, they all have potential to be great or whatever, but you just got to understand how to be consistent using like the foundation knowledge of the game. At least in Noita that applies. It probably doesn't apply to everything. Check out Magicraft on Steam. It's a combination of Binding of Isaac and Noita. I know, I keep hearing to check it out. It's one of those games that I'm waiting for the chat to vote it in as my random game. So every couple months, chat does a variety game vote and gets to choose what game I play. And they vote in games, almost always a game that I've never played in my life. Because of that, I've played Dark Souls 1. I played Factorio, Oxygen Not Included, Hollow Knight, Terraria. I mean, the list goes on and on. And Magicraft is always the one that one of those games that's on the list, but it hasn't won yet. That doesn't mean it won't win. Like Dark Souls was on the list like 7 times, and then it was getting like last place, and then one of the times, boom, first place. You never know; it just jumps around. Sometimes there's something consistently. Like right now, I'm playing Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon got like 3rd or 4th place. I want to say like 9 times. But then this last vote, it finally, got enough, and it actually got the first place, the dub. So now I'm playing Enter the Gungeon for the first time. I played it 2 times, and I'm loving it. I still haven't even beaten one win.
Can we raid Cordelium? He is doing a 90+ hour speed run and needs some energy.
You got it. Let's do it, Turbo. Wait, 90 hours speed run? I hope it's not in one sitting. I don't want this dude to die. Hold on, what's he doing? Don't want somebody to die on Twitch. That shit is dangerous. Sleep is no joke. Oh wow, it really is a 90-hour speed run. You were not joking. Trio of Fate, 100% speed run.
Kappa Train, Pog.
Kappa Train, Pog. Is this scamming? Are we golden scamming right now? We're always scamming around here. That's our secret. It's a 100% speed run. They're currently 74 hours and 49 minutes in. They just put the BRB sign up, but we'll go ahead. We'll hit them with the raid. You know what, Turbo? For you and your little one out there, we'll make sure that you guys know anybody that stops by the channel, even if you're here for just a minute, know that I appreciate you stopping by. Let's go ahead and hit them with the raid before you guys get bored of me. We'll raid him while he's AFK. Exactly. He'll have no... We got to sneak in there. Chat, this is a stealth raid. This is a stealth raid. You have to go in there, be dead silent. That way when he returns, he has no idea we're lurking in the shadows. When's the next stream? The next stream... Let me queue up the raid real quick. Oh my gosh, please. Please, Twitch. Work with me here. Twitch is being a pain. Stop supporting the channel, damn it. How dare you, chat? You're too supportive. Who do I need to yell at? Who do we need to ban? Jarchu, you piece. Jarchu, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you too there, Scatheley. Appreciate the kindness, you guys. Shasta Drinker, I will check that DM. Snecko again, thank you for the kindness. And Turbo for the bits. Yeah, the raid target that he shouted out is Cordelium? I don't know if I'm saying that name right. I apologize if I'm butchering it. Please forgive me. I know I'm doing it right in the middle of a golden scam train, but you know what? It's a scam train. I don't think anybody's going to be heartbroken. Like, no! I wanted Twitch to steal my bits. Oh, wait, wrong screen. This is the outro screen. There we go. I wanted Twitch to steal my bits, my subs. But don't worry, I think you still get the emote if you're one of the people like Scatheley throughout some support. The next stream, I will be gone for a couple days. I'll be gone for 2 days, chat. Will you guys forgive me? I think they might notice. No, it's a stealth raid. It's a stealth raid. Chat, I want you to prove...
This guy right now, he is
oh, shit. I want you to prove to me how stealthy you can be.
Nope.
No, what? No, you mean no. You can't say no to that. It's like the teacher saying, here, I have a test for you, and you say no. It doesn't work like that.
Nope.
You are the student.
Nope.
You listen.
Nope.
Behave, chat. Stop the note. No, shut your mouth. All right, chat. Be good. Behave yourselves. I'll see you guys in 2 days. When's the girlfriend going away so that you can stream 200 hours a week? It'll probably be in about a month. In about a month, I'll probably do some really degenerate streams where I'll no life it, try to not get a blood clot. You know how that goes. But about a month away. But I'll see you guys in 2 days. I'll be gone for 2 days. And then in 2 days, we're going to be playing Enter the Gungeon. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Yeah, I will go check my P.O. box. Thank you for everything, chat. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the generosity. Thank you for the subs. Deuces, chat.